Boom. What do we got in the back? Look at that. Sex in the City. What is this? Terrible. Terrible. What is this, guys? Let me go home real quick. Go home. What up, y'all? Yo. Yo. What happened, guys? What happened? Let me put on this in the background, right? This is some freestyle shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even worried about nothing. This is probably the biggest battle report. We got a lot of people on. We got a good amount of people on. Look at this. About to watch this battle report. I got some special guests. Hold on, can you guys hear me? Oh shit, you guys probably can't hear me. Yo, you guys can't even hear me. What up? I got my mic on. Let me see. No, we don't want EDC. What do we want in the background? Let's play. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Let me see. Playlist. Boom. Let's go. June battle report. Play all. Boom. That's the background. We're getting some breaking in the background. What's up, y'all? What is up, everybody? Yo, can we believe the Olympics just happened, guys? Oh my God, I'm freaking playing on this. Jeez. That's hilarious. All right, y'all. Dude. One word, guys. Amazing, right? Amazing. Who caught the Olympics, dude? Let me hear what you guys are talking. Let me hear what you guys are talking about. Yo, we made it. That's right. That's right, Ivy Healing. That guy, we freaking made it, guys. Amazing job. Amazing job, everyone. We're going to talk about it. All right. So first off, guys, shout out. I don't want to be yelling. Hold on. Let me get my mic. This is the loudest it's at right there, guys. Let me get it right here. Let me go a little bit down for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Actually, actually, guys, let me do this. I'm gonna get a new chair next week, guys. Sorry. I got a new mic. See my new mic, guys? Check out my new mic. Let me put it right here. Let me put it right here so I can just talk straight into it. Tighten it right here. Let me see. Got it right there. Right there. Is it gonna stay there? Hold on. Let me see. There you go. Whatever. It's good. It's good, guys. All right. So amazing, historic day, guys, for the breaking community, the hip hop community, right? Breaking was in the Olympics, guys. Unbelievable, right? And so we're going to talk about the great things about the Olympics on this channel because literally all the memes, all the jokes about our queen B-girl ray gun, dude, what this just okay. Something's following me, guys. Somebody's watching me. I hope it's you guys, not the other guys. We don't want to talk to those people yet. All right, boom. Let me get out of here. All right, yeah, guys. So everybody knows, everybody saw, literally the whole world saw the Olympics, right? Billions and billions of people saw the Olympics and were in awe. And then after the fact, right? Are they talking about the amazing B-girls, the amazing B-boys, the production? No, they're just getting on ray gun. And actually, first of all, fuck you all for talking shit on ray gun, right? The jokes are okay, but hey, we respect our B-girls. And shout out to Ray Gun for out there doing it and doing her thing and representing her country. And that just goes to show you guys, okay? Let's just go to show you, okay? The hate and the jokes spread much farther and much faster than the love. Okay, so just realize that in life, guys. If you're going through anything, remember the hate and the jokes are going to be a lot louder than all the love. You could help out 100 people, right? You could give 100 people $1,000 today, right? And the one person that didn't get the $1,000 is going to be the loudest, right? In the moment, over time, all that noise drowns out, guys. This whole meme thing is going to be done in a week and a half, guys. They're going to forget about it. People care, but they don't care, right? This skill, this hip hop, this love that we have for this dance, this culture is forever. So we're going to be talking about this forever, guys. All right. So yeah, now she's a meme, yo. But shout out to Raygun, bro. I'm gonna get Raygun on the chat. I'm gonna get her to talk and speak. But right now she's probably getting hit up. I don't want to compare her to the, to the girl who made the was famous last month for that girl because it's a whole different bracket, but the meme idea is like the same thing, right? So, let's talk about something important. All right, guys? Now, what's important? Let's talk about the first B-girl champion in the history of breaking. Now, I can't show a lot of this stuff, so we're gonna go on what I'm calling, guys, the night report, the battle report, night report, and on there we're gonna go on Twitch and Instagram because we can't go on Facebook, we can't go on YouTube showing the battles because we will get flagged, we will get a copyright strike, we may even get our channel down. Guys, I heard a couple people on YouTube that they reposted the battles, guys, and their channel got shut down. Straight up. Their channel got straight up shut down. They just shut down the channel. They gave them a warning and say, we're shutting down your channel tomorrow. That's how hardcore they are with these copyright strikes, right? But let's talk about, all right, is anybody gonna jump on with me? Let me hit up some of my people so they're gonna jump on. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Um, yo, and shout out to Sunny, yo. Shout out to all the B girls, dude. They did an amazing job, dude. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy on. All right, guys, and that was okay, guys. So just to give you guys some clarity. Okay, just to give you guys some clarity, a lot of these clips that they're reposting are dubbed over. It's not the actual music, and I don't know, guys. Does this seem like the media is trying to like downplay the amazingness of breaking? Because it seems to me that they're really, really pushing it, that it's not as amazing as it is. But see, the thing is, you can't stop the realness, guys. What's great is, let me tell you the flip side of this, guys. For any of you guys thinking like, oh man, this is bad for breaking, blah, 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 right? Guys, this is amazing for breaking. Billions and billions of eyeballs. Because, like I said, guys, I called this shit last fucking week, right? I called it for months, for fucking months and years. Breaking was going to be the most shared, most controversial, most everything at the Olympic, most viewed. We can go over the numbers. I don't want to go through the whole thing, but dude, the breaking views on social are in the millions. All right. The ray gun memes are in the billions, right? So think of what happens, right? You're 10 years old, 5 years old. You see ray gun, it's a joke, haha, blah, it's funny. And then you start researching the Olympics and you start watching the real battles. You're gonna be like, oh my God, this is amazing. So don't get it twisted that just because that's the girl that's being shared, that's bringing in so many eyeballs to the culture. It's ridiculous, guys. So the battles, the next year, if you're throwing a battle, you're gonna get a bunch of eyeballs there, just looking for people to mess up. And when they find out that nobody's really that whacked, or not saying that she's whack, I'm sorry, people aren't like, it's not a joke, it's a real thing. That's gonna make this shit blow the fuck up, and it's already blown the fuck up. It's in the Olympics, goddammit. Like, man. So, anyways, let's talk about B girl Ami, yo. Yo, we're just gonna give this girl her props, bro. Seriously. The first B girl Olympian, dude. Gold medal. Look at that, baby. Yo, just can we give a round of applause for B girl Ami? Shout out to Ami, and I think shout out to Domke, who I think is gonna jump on with me, as a matter of fact, for calling it. We were wondering who was gonna win, and you know what I'm saying? And who and he predicted Nami. So shouts out to him. You know what I mean? I was thinking 671 was gonna win, guys. Just because it looked like a little rigged to me. Not to say that she can't win, but we can talk about the judges another the next battle report later tonight. So tonight, guys, if you guys want to watch the battles live with me, like the actual battles, we're gonna watch them this way. I can't. Oh, I can't change it right now. We're gonna watch it like Instagram way, like long ways, like that. It's my kid right there, guys. We're gonna watch it like that, so we can watch the battles together, all together, right? So, how you guys feeling out there, dude? What are you guys thinking? I know everyone's saying the same shit, right? Let me see. Emmanuel said technically she's second. Ram was the first Olympic. Yeah, right, right, right. The first Olympic champion was who was it? The first Olympic champion, guys, was Bumblebee. You guys really want to get into it. That was the first technically Olympic champion. And the B girl, I don't, dude, I can't remember. I can't believe I can't remember. I don't even know. But anyway, shout out to Ami representing. Yo, that was amazing. Let me go. Let's go back on her feed, baby. And I think Ills is her boyfriend. So shout out to Ills. Ills is dope too, right? Shout out to Japan, dude. Yo, amazing. Amazing. So now, guys, Japan, bro, their scene is gonna be crazy, bro. And don't mind the giant Egyptian obelisk behind the Olympic behind. If you guys want to know, that's the obelisk of Cleopatra. And there's only four of them. There's one in New York, one in France, one in London, and I believe another one in Washington. So yeah, we don't want to get into that too much. But anyways, let's look at B Girl Ami. Yo, shout out to B Girl Ami representing. What are we on? Okay, and then so who 1 second, yo. Yo, straight up. Okay, let's clear all. Boom, clear all. Let's go here. B Girl Nika. Yo, let's give a shout out to B Girl Nika, dude. Yo, I gotta admit though, guys, that Nika in Paris is kind of hilarious, guys. That is quite hilarious. So let's shout out Nika. Let's give Nika her props right here. Yo, that's an overdub. That's a dope overdub right there.
Don't sweat the technique.
Yo, shout out B Girl Nika.
Let's trace the hits. Check the file. Let's see who bit the dissect the style. I flip the script so they can't get filed. At least not now. It'll take a while.
Hey, yo, shout out to Beast Mode. Yo, Beast. Congratulations on the bass.
Don't sweat the technique.
Yo, props to Nika, baby.
Don't sweat the technique.
We're gonna go buy a do-ride. Oh, look, we got Lily Breeze. Lily Breeze.
Check the file. Let's see who bit the dissect the style. I flip the script so they can't get filed. At least not now. It'll take a while. I change the pace to complete the beat. Don't sweat the technique.
So one more time for B Girl Nika. Let's just hold it down, girl. This girl won the Olympics, guys.
Don't sweat the technique.
The Olympics, guys. Okay.
Let's trace the hits. Check the file. Let's see who bit the dissect the style. I flip the script so they can't get filed. At least not now. It'll take a while. I change the pace to complete the beat.
Represented.
Don't sweat the technique.
Yo, dude, guys. Hold on, what's showing right now? Am I even showing right now? I don't even know what's going on here. Let me see. How do I look? How do I look online, guys? Oh, I'm not even there. Can you guys even hear me? The heck? That's hilarious. Have you guys even been watching me? Could you guys even see me? So, tell me in the chat. Can you guys even see me? Did you see B Girl Nika with me? Yo, B Girl Nika, bro. Nika in Paris. That was a funny meme. Yo, the memes are funny, guys. That's just the culture we're in, guys. Like, we're in that culture. We're in like that meme culture. So just deal with it, you know? You got to go with the flow. Like I was telling people, yo, when a wave hits, you don't like when there's a wave coming, guys, you don't worry about how to deal with it. You just ride the wave, guys. And when you got a boat, you got to worry about the waves. All right, so let's shout out 671, guys. But check out, yo. Okay, so let's talk about it. Who's on here with me, guys? Come on, chat with me. Let's talk. Let's talk. Oh, we got B-Boy Barge jumping on. Guys, Okay, so you do hear me. Okay, thank you, that guy. Thank you. Okay, perfect. All right, cool. So I'm working on this. So guys, 671, baby. Let's give a shout out. Let me give a round of applause, bro. 671, baby. And look at that setup, guys. Shoot, dude. B girl India. Yo, we're gonna talk about her too, dude. She just represented, dude. Look at that. That setup was just unbelievable. Let's go to Breaking for Gold. Yo, just shout out for Breaking for Gold, guys. They did an amazing job. Look at that, guys. Look at that. And again, don't worry about that giant Egyptian obelisk in the background every single shot. Don't worry about that, guys. That's some other stuff. You know what I mean? We're our hip hop over here. You know? So yeah, but look at that setup, guys. Unbelievable. 6,000 people sold out. Everybody that was there, guys, was saying, yo, oh, get Geom. Want me to send you a link? All right, we'll jump on with Geom. Hell yeah. Let me see. Where's Geom at? 1 second, guys. Bam, bam. We're going to get Geom on here. He's going to promote his next event. Geom, I'm going to send it to you on my Breakstreet. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to talk about it, guys. Boom. All right, we're going to have a homie jump on. Yo, seriously, this was a historic weekend. And like all the press is talking about one thing, right? Which is cool, guys. You got to use, it's like as the online influencer Andrew Tate says, you got to Haikido it, guys. It's judo. You take the negative energy and you turn it into positive energy. It's called transmutation. If you read Think and Grow Rich, it talks a little bit more about it. We don't want to go that deep into the secrets of the universe. But guys, if you can take negative energy and take it into positive energy and then shoot it back out, guys, you have gained superpower. And if you look into that Egyptian obelisk, you might. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna stop talking about that. I'm gonna get worse than canceled, guys. Keep talking about that stuff. All right, yo, and shout out to Flowmaster. Yeah, let me see. That was fresh. Amazing setup, guys. So let's just look at this. Wow. Yo, I heard people were just going off the whole thing. If you watch that final battle, you can hear the O's. You can hear the O's from the just from the sound from the television, guys. And if you know about production, when you can hear the O's from the mics outside that are the crowd's not even mic'd up, guys, it was loud in there. So let's see what they do with LA 2028, guys, right? Let's see what they do with LA 2028, right? Oh, okay, we got my boy on, I heard. Boom, let's see. Bam. And what up, dog?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Yo, look at the sound works now.
I know, right? Hey, you
Look
got
at
it
that.
together. There we
You got
go.
it together, bro. See? It's just because you were too fresh that one time.
You know what I
Yo,
mean?
guys, so welcome. Geom, dude, what happened, guys? The Olympics happened, guy.
Yeah, that was dope.
I was dope. What, all right, so give me your thought. Obviously, the biggest running joke is we all know the running joke, but we respect, period, guys, point blank, we respect our B girls, period. We want to make sure it's a safe space for all B girls, kids, everybody in this hip hop community. So if you got something to say, that's all jokes. But if you got something to say next week, come to a fucking battle and we can talk about it because you respect our B girls, period. Right? And I'm
Yeah, I
sure
know,
Geom
right?
agrees with me.
No,
So
I
what
like
are your thoughts on the Olympics?
I don't know
Positive
if you
thoughts.
I don't know if you follow that dude Slinky. He's from Blow Up Kings from Salt Lake, but he made a little post and I think he said it the best. I felt like
What's his Instagram? Let me post it.
yeah, it was on his Instagram.
His name's Slinky. I'll check it while
Yeah.
you're talking.
But I think he said it best. Like, you know how you could talk shit about your family, but then when other people talk shit about your family, you're like, whoa, 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 hold on. It's like, I know them, right? I'm like, she's one of us. Like, did
Exactly.
she drop the ball? Did she execute? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? What was she matching the level of all the other B girls there? Absolutely not. But I mean, that like not just with her, but that goes to show that battling itself is much more than the physical, right?
There you go. That's
And
true.
and especially on that type of stage with that kind of pressure, you know what I mean? And
Bro.
bro, and I'm sure you're the same way, bro. But bro, I'm getting hundreds of text messages and DMs and like people that are
Hundreds.
outside the scene that know me.
Did you see this?
Yeah,
Did you
and
see
then like,
this?
hey, I thought y'all were gonna rip it in the Olympics, you know.
They did.
And the irritating thing for me is like what the perception is that
Hey, go
everybody's
pull out
trying
the
to
cardboard,
form,
bro. Go pull out the
huh?
cardboard. Go pull out the cardboard. You got the
Yeah, no,
cardboard?
but like everybody's trying to form a quote unquote educated opinion on what they think breaking is based off of that one person, based off of one person's bad performance, and then
Bro, I knew
overlooked.
this was coming.
Yeah, and then overlooked all the amazing shit that happened. But you know what? That's the day and age we live in, right?
Meme
It,
culture, bro. That's
yeah,
this yo mama jokes.
right. I mean, that's the day and age.
Yeah. No, it's
Overall, I thought the Olympics was amazing. I wanted
amazing.
I was really rooting for Jeff Rowe to win. I thought he
Yeah,
looked
yeah. I thought he beat Danny Dan. We're gonna watch that. Hey, bro, later I'm gonna
I
go
actually
on.
didn't see that battle,
Yeah, I couldn't.
but
I was actually busy, guys, during those games. I was doing some other work,
I
but
heard he somebody
killed
told
it.
me that he was looking gassed out. So I don't know. I didn't see it, but I
Glow.
thought everything I saw from Jeff Rowe, he was kind of on fire,
On
dude.
point, bro. He was
I
on
thought he
point.
was bringing like the straight essence of what the dance is, right?
For
He
real,
was
bro.
doing dynamics. He was doing hit. He was dancing. He was musical. You know what I mean? And
He had that glow, bro.
yeah, he emphasized that. You know what I mean? And I think what a beautiful representation for the mass public to see that it's not just the head spins and air flares and the flips and right.
Right,
It's like the entire package, and that there's a and a glow and an essence to what we do. You know what I mean?
right,
And it's to be well rounded and the foundation of it, right? And everything stems from the music. If
right.
we don't have no music, ain't nothing happening.
Ain't nothing.
You know what I mean? And shout out to DJ Flag,
Yo, DJ
dude.
Flag, bro.
Bro,
He
shout
brought
out to
like God.
DJ Flag.
Okay, so let me just like say a few things, right? Okay, so we figured out a bunch of stuff in the world after the Olympics. This showed the world a lot of things, okay? Number one, right? Style over power, baby. Who won the Olympics, right? The style head. Which was
Right,
which hey, they answered the age-old question, guys.
right.
Style versus power. Style, baby. But you gotta have a powerful style, right? So that's number one, right? Number two, we live in a microwave meme culture. Just deal with it, guys. That's just the culture we live in, right? So if you're gonna try to do a big thing, just know that you're gonna get a lot of hate. And if the hate comes, it is what it is. Comes with the territory, right? And we
Right.
we live in there's multiple worlds, right? Okay, there's the reality. What's the reality? If you went to that event, bro, you were probably blown away. Everyone that was sitting in that arena or around that arena or experienced that, they're probably sitting here on Monday like, yo, that ray gun shit was funny, but bro, that shit was fucking amazing. Like
Right.
it was like life. Like the O's that I heard, and I already knew this was gonna, bro. I predicted a lot of this stuff, right?
Mm.
The O's that came from the final battle that I heard, like when the Mexican popped on, and like
Oh man, yeah.
when Method Man, bro, people were going ape shit in that arena, right? So that's the reality, right? That's what really happened. But let's look at the reality of the internet and the meme culture. What's the reality there? We're
Oh
getting
yeah, there's two different worlds too,
bro. There's
right?
multiple different worlds, and there's a world, guy. There's another world. Let me tell you the world that is kind of important to us in a sense is the world that doesn't give a fuck. There's a
Right.
lot of people that didn't even hear about this shit. They don't even give a fucking rat's ass about the Olympics or anything. So we got the reality of the dope real world, right? Which is gonna last. That's gonna stay there forever. The dopeness is
Right.
gonna get better. We got the meme culture, the 5 minute meme culture. Okay, who else jumped on? Okay, bam, we got Cooks. I'm gonna throw Cooks on here.
Oh
Yo,
yeah, get on
we
there,
got
Cooks.
Cooks, what up?
Oh,
Yo, we got the
Battleholics in the
meme
house.
culture, right? And then we got the world that just doesn't give a fuck. And the meme culture is gonna die out, right? Over a week. People are gonna forget about this whole thing in a week, bro. They're
Oh
not even
yeah,
gonna
for
care, right?
sure.
They're gonna care.
Everybody is
So,
so like everybody has such a short memory nowadays. Like
bro,
something else is gonna
goldfish.
happen, and then they're gonna be on to the next, right?
Yeah, and so you know, once we're done with all this, bro, we're gonna talk about what you guys are bringing, the EBL. We're gonna talk about something important, something that really matters, because yeah, the battles after this point, bro, are gonna be insane. So we got Cooks in the house. What up, Cooks?
What up? What up?
Bro, yo. So we've been doing this. This is not the first battle report. This is like the 30th battle report. So Cooks, what is your opinion on the Olympics? Obviously, and that's another point. Let me before you start talking, Cooks. The hate, guys, is always louder than the freaking positivity, guys. Like you could have a fantastic day. Let me tell you how this works, okay? I don't know. I didn't make the rules, guys, okay? You could have a fantastic day, the best day ever. You got a check. You got your girls happy. Your kids are happy. Everything's fantastic. You just got a new deal. Everything's fantastic. And that one jerk at the end of the day that calls you an asshole, that's the person that is going to be in your mind all day, right? That is the loudest noise in your head. And that's kind of how the world is right now. The bullshit is the loudest because that's just the way it is. But it doesn't last, right? You know, so moving on. So Cooks, what's up? Let me talk to me. What's your opinion on the Olympics?
I've been saving it for your live.
Hell yeah. I know you have, bro.
Yo, I think it was dope. I think the music's very important, and we had all the. I was dancing. You know what I'm saying? We had all dope music, so I liked it. I think that there was like people already like just waiting to hate on it. You know what I mean?
That is a good point, bro. Waiting to hate.
Obviously, they got that one clip. You know what I mean? That one clip, and then they made it go viral. That girl has like 40 something followers now.
Oh, let me see her follower count. Actually,
yeah,
she has like 40,000. She has like 40,000.
She started at like 4K or something before, all that, and now she,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, now she jumped up like whatever.
I'm pretty sure. As many people talk crap.
75,000 guys. 75,000.
She got 75 now.
75,000 followers.
So I'm saying, as many people talk smack, I'm pretty sure there's mad people that got inspired the fact that she was even, you know.
Bro, the eyeball she brought to breaking, she is a legend.
But
let's
like,
not talk about Reagan. She's dope. Talk about the Olympics.
No, but let me just say one more thing, bro. That style that she's doing in there, it's like a early, like a late 90s 2000 style. So we don't know when she learned how to break or who she learned how to break from. It's no different than like if Stuntman was on the Olympics, they would have did the same exact shit.
It's true. True, guys.
You know what I mean?
And like, how is everyone like a fucking expert now in breaking? That's what I said. Like Thursday, no one's gonna.
Everybody's an expert in everything in the internet culture because everybody got a voice, right?
Exactly. Oh, we'll go on, Cook. Sorry, go on, Cook you off. Go on.
You know what I mean? So it's like b-boying didn't go to the Olympics. People need to understand. B-boying did not go to the Olympics. Breaking, which was AKA break dancing before, went to the Olympics. B-boying as like B-boying, you don't see somebody do a 3-step, 4-step into Zulu spin. No. You see anybody do 6-step combos? No. B-boying didn't go to the Olympics. Breakdancing, aka breaking now, went to the Olympics. So let's just get that clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sort of, kind of. So
I
mean,
half agree.
Yeah, I mean,
we can talk about, but go on. Let him finish.
I mean, they represented well. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying though.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like the b-boying aspect of like, you know what I mean? Like you go to a jam, you see people in the cypher like that dance. You know what I mean? Smoking somebody in the cypher, that style of b-boying did not go to the Olympics, because if it would have went, they wouldn't have appreciated it. They would have tore it down. Look what they did with what's her name?
They are trying to tear it down.
She did a baby. She did they got what's her name, logistics doing babies, and then they're like, oh, and they did a roach killing ad with it. It's like you can't even do a baby, so they're gonna get whatever they can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
And they're gonna
run with it, bro. If there's a quote in the media. It's called "If it bleeds, it leads." Right. What that means is when somebody's hurt, somebody shots blood. Basically, that shit's gonna sell. So right now, you know what I'm saying, the joke of the day. But what do you guys say about? I half agree with you. I get it, but bro, I heard people
there's no
dancing.
bad publicity.
Yeah, I heard that people were dancing outside of there. Like they created a jam at the Olympics. The energy of the people that were actually there ridiculous, bro.
No, the culture,
Unbelievable.
the culture
culture
went.
was there.
The
So I'm
culture
saying,
went. But what I'm saying is like that B-boy Bronx style. You know what I mean?
yeah, well,
That
that's gonna
breaking
stay in the
started
Bronx.
off of
You know what I mean?
that you didn't see that in the Olympics at
Yeah, it's
all.
culture.
All right? It's
It was
because
a happy medium, I guess.
the Olympics is people need to understand. You have B-boying, like smoking somebody in the cipher, then you have like Olympic breaking. You know what I mean? High, powerful moves. You know what I mean? Which is people not going to really appreciate the other stuff unless they get into breaking and start studying the culture. Then they'll learn to appreciate the stuff that we love. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like,
I kind of understand what you're saying. No, that's a good point. No, it's a good point. But like, so like, what was shown at the Olympics was the activity that we do as dancers. It's battles, right? But that's not the entire culture. That's just one aspect of it. That's why I'm saying breaking is bigger, or b-boying, hip hop is bigger than a sport. It's a
for
culture.
sure.
You know, it's way bigger. There's so many different aspects of it. Yeah, the battles are like the activity, the sport like thing that we do, but it's not the whole thing. So for anybody listening, especially if you're new into this whole culture, remember that's just an activity of dance. It's not the whole. The whole thing is hanging out with your friends, listening to new music, practicing, getting better, finding yourself, sharing with others, meeting people around the world, battling people, becoming their friend, becoming their enemy, like continually seeing each other. That the culture. That's the culture, guys. So that's more important. So Gion, what do you got to say about that?
I mean, you know what? I think people got to stop. And I disagree. I mean, as a whole, I can see what Cooks is saying, but Jeffro was b-boying out there, dog.
Yeah,
In my
Jeffro
opinion.
was doing his thing. But one person, just because one person was doing it,
No, not just
it
one. There was a b-girl, Stephanie from Ukraine. I like what
yeah, a lot of people doing
Kuzia was
style.
doing. He was
but what
doing
I'm
him.
saying is this, bro. What I'm saying is this. But no matter what they were doing, that's still a new style. I'm saying the original form of breaking, like the Bronx stuff, you wouldn't be hearing nobody from the Bronx complaining if that style wasn't, you know what I mean? That style,
Now that's true. That's
it
true,
wasn't
Cooks. But
represented in
that
breaking
like the
at
one
the
who
Olympics.
represented that style the most was Reagan. That
Yeah,
basic
but I
style.
mean,
No,
you got to
Victor.
understand too. Like
But still,
even even outside this Olympic platform, who's doing that style right now, bro? Who is it?
a lot of people, bro.
Well,
Like who?
not in the
They're
battle
just not,
circuit.
they're not in
Yeah,
exactly
not in
not
the
in
battle.
battle.
That's what I'm saying. We're living in different
There's a whole
worlds.
culture in that. You know,
Yeah.
you have
Right,
I
but
think
like
You have
I
Break
think
Fresh
what
Geom,
New
I
I think
think
York.
Cooks
people
is
keep
talking
You have
about.
Ready
doing.
to Rock. You
I
have a
What
lot of
think
people doing those styles. It just
Geom, I think Cooks
they're
is talking
just
like
more.
not the battle level, just
I'm not.
the
No, yeah,
culture,
I'm just
the
talking
culture
just
level, not in the battle circuit.
in the culture. Okay, people can't see the Olympics and say like that's how it was done in New York. That's what I'm saying. Is
Oh,
that
for
like
sure. But I
what I'm
mean,
saying? That
the same can
style.
be said. I mean, the same can be said with all these like big stage battles, the BC ones, the like all the shit in Europe, the Olympics. That's a different lane. You
Yeah,
know what I
it's
mean?
a show. It's
And
entertainment,
and
baby.
and I hear a lot of people say like, "Oh, well, where's the cultural side?" Yep, like we don't have to. There's different lanes, dude.
That's what I'm
It, it
saying.
And
Back
that
to
just was
the
like
exposed this past
NBA.
weekend, guys.
yeah.
It's like NBA and one
That's a great example,
like big
bro.
things. You
And
know what I mean?
or
Like
us, or
there's different
there's
lanes
another
and
lane.
different levels. And a lot of people,
Exactly.
in my
Great
opinion,
way
what
to
a
look
lot
at
of
it.
people get confused on is like we still call these big events jams. There's not
Right.
like freestyle session is not a jam. It's a competition event.
What a great fucking point. Great.
Right.
And
We got cut
and a
off
lot
there.
of people, just in my opinion, this is just my take, right?
No, this is reality,
Um,
bro. You talking facts.
a lot of people, and especially like our elders and like ROGs and shit, right? For some reason they can't. God damn, what's happening? Did I pause
People blowing you up.
or
No,
did
people
you?
blowing you up.
All right.
It's
Uh,
pushing up a little bit.
you know, for ROGs and like
It's such a
observation,
great point. They don't want you to say it.
this is my observation, right? Is that they can't for some reason wrap their head around it's two different things, right? Because they're like, oh, but where's the culture in it? And the culture is exactly what you're saying, the ciphers, the raw shit, right? the underground jams. They're calling people out. You know what I mean? But at BC1 at the Olympic, that's not what time it is. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are like, oh, but you know, watering down the culture and this ain't. It's like, you know, it's really convenient because, and then we keep hearing, like I keep hearing people say like, oh, like that's not hip hop. They're selling out. They're going mainstream. But
the people that have never
no,
been to a
wait.
jam ever in the history of their fucking lives are saying this is cultural appropriation.
Wait.
It's funny.
Yeah, go on, Gian.
Damn.
It's such a good point, bro. The internet, the Illuminati doesn't want you to say it.
Yeah, no, I just keep getting calls. But here's my point, right? Flash dance, right? Let's go back to flash dance, right? Like one of the first clips that the world seen, right? That was going commercial and fucking mainstream. And look how much it like look how much it spread what we do.
That's a
right?
You know what? That's a fucking fantastic point, bro.
And
was
then
Flashdance breaking? Was Flashdance the culture?
no, it was a little snippet.
But look what happened.
Yeah, it was a little snippet, but then people are like, "Oh, like think about like it, whatever anybody's feelings are on it, right? Good, whack, or indifferent. You know what I mean? Think about how many people seen that, and then it sparked their fucking mind, like, oh damn, I maybe want to get into this. You know what I mean?
What a great
Same thing that
motherfucking
happened
point.
in the fucking
A new
80s.
generation.
No, right. So
all right, we're all right. So can I jump in there? Can I jump in here, Joe?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna share this, right? Okay, we're gonna share this, guys. Okay, look at this. Just so you guys can kind of
Just wait in the backside, guys.
check this out. Okay, you guys see this? You guys see this?
yeah.
This is a corny ass picture from Flashdance, right? Wouldn't you guys say this is corny as shit?
Yeah, I don't even know what's
Get
going
a
on.
tag on
Right. All right. The reason I bring this up is, guys, this is from Flashdance, and like Guillaume said, the amount of eyeballs that was brought to breaking from Flashdance is the same thing that's happening with this whole ray gun thing. The amount of eyeballs that's going to breaking, when they actually go deeper into it, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is so." We can all agree, dude. There's different worlds out there, right? So there's the battle world. So guys, listen very closely. This is not you guys, but in general, everyone listening to this podcast. The battle world, the entertainment, that's a whole new level. To get to that level, you need to be. It's not just breaking. It's not just the culture of breaking. It's a whole new level. That could be considered entertainment / sport, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? But that's the elite level, the pros, right? The culture is open for everybody. Like the culture, the battles, the partying, that's a different world. And then you have another different world outside of that, the people who don't give a fuck about any of it. And then you have the sports world. So it's just like the point you were saying, Gio. There's like the NBA, right? There's
N1. Yeah.
There's
Park.
us. We could go grab something. We could go play a sport right now. We can all run together. We can all do something. We could play basketball together, right? There's a reason why all the sports have a ball in it. Just kidding. But anyways, but you guys understand what I'm saying, right? Like,
yeah.
There's different worlds, so don't get it twisted. Don't try to like Cooks has a great point. That is not the culture. But Geom also has a great point. That's like a different, that's a different level.
It's a different part. It's a different part of the culture.
But it's all part of part of a big culture, which is great.
So
right?
Yo, look. So this is it's like this, right? What happened is that the new generation was just birthed, right? Which is there would be the Olympian generation, right?
Right. This is the Olympian generation. We
People
can
are gonna be like, yo, so what started you breaking? I seen breaking on TV on the Olympics, right? That's gonna be somebody's new start of somebody's story, right? We all have generations, right? We have the first generation, we have the second generation, the Rocksteady and them, right? And then we have the VHS generation, we have the DVD generation.
Huh.
We know what I mean? We have the MySpace, the YouTube generation, the Facebook
What a great
generation.
point. You guys are bringing up great points.
We have all these generations, you know what I mean? That breaking comes off of and breaking starts off of. Some people started from Beat Street, some people started from Wild Style, some people started from Style Wars.
Bro, some
Breaking.
people started from You Got Served.
You Got Served is a
We got
big
the
one, bro.
You Got Served generation.
These
You know what I
new
mean?
kids
So
and Step Up. Got a
all
point.
it is
What a
a
great
new
point.
generation bringing more people into breaking, right? The
Right.
Olympics was the biggest stage in the world.
And
Even
they're trying
bad
to
publicity
downplay
is
it.
good
They're
publicity,
trying to
right?
be like, oh, look at this girl, how silly she
Well,
is.
they're not good. That's what I'm trying to say. If they understood b-boying, right?
Bro, it's all good.
About being yourself, being creative, then they would have understood that Ray Guns was just breaking. She was just doing, you know what I mean?
Yo,
Her
Ray
own
Guns is
stuff,
dope, bro.
her own style. You know what I mean? She did her own moves. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Even
And
though you
nobody
might not
talking
like
can
them,
even hold a candle to Ray Guns.
but if you would have put Ray Guns in a battle in like 2000 something, right? During that generation,
Yeah.
she would have did well.
Yeah, totally.
We don't know her story. We don't know
How,
when she learned,
bro,
who she learned from. Anything.
Exactly. No, exactly. Like,
Took
bro, I was saying
she could have took stuntman classes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. She could have done like
We
stuntman.
don't.
Exactly. What
We
a great
don't.
point.
We don't know.
But yo,
But the whole thing is that she's part of our culture,
Exactly.
regardless.
no,
And
agreed.
been part of our culture.
Yeah, Zenny, Ray Gun is dope, bro. Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
don't understand. It's because you're a young guy, bro. You just started breaking. We've been breaking for fucking so long, bro. You
So for b-boys that just been started breaking for like 5 years.
I know people are expecting
and-
people to do
and-
air flares
they
and,
think-
like,
and they
oh,
think
you
they
don't fucking do air
understand.
flares, so you must not be amazing.
They think they understand breaking. They really don't understand breaking. Because
Well,
breaking is not just power moves and all
Yeah,
this
it's just
stuff.
not
Breaking's
crazy shit.
you being creative, self-expression, however you want to self-express yourself, any
Still a
movement
kid,
you
Zenny,
want to
sorry.
do, you know what I mean? Creating, inspiring, you know what I mean? Developing.
Right. Well, jump on here,
Different
Zenny.
things.
Let's jump on. Let's talk. You talk your point, bro. But yeah, no, you got a point there, and it's just there's levels, bro. There's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to get to the Olympic level? You want to just cipher in your room today? No one knows you. It's all good, bro. It's all levels. So now we can all agree, like, okay, after this shit, and so Gion. So let's talk about some. Oh shit! Hello. Can you hear me? Yo, but Gio, let's talk about going next week. You got the EBL, right? So let's jump to the future, right? So what's going on with the EBL? That's a real battle.
Oh, he got kicked off.
See, I'm talking
I got
about
a battle.
He has the EBL battle.
September 28th. I'm doing the battle in Anaheim. It's called Burning Season. One-on-one breaking, one-on-one rock dance.
All right, let's do a battle report the week before that, bro. And we'll just talk all about that. So Gio, so what you got? We got EBL coming up, some real battles, some real shit. Like, cause that's the thing. Like, this is like Fight Club, dude. You got to be real good at this. So all the people like kind of downplaying it, like being couch. Like I was saying this last week, bro. Thursday, no one's not gonna give a fuck about breaking. Monday, all of a sudden, fucking everyone's a fucking breaking expert on what the best breaking style is and shit. And they're looking at one fucking clip.
Well, yo, I'll just chime in here real quick because I gotta go in like about 5 minutes. But
Okay, it's all good.
Look, kind of. Well, I'm gonna address like the things Cook was saying, and I'm gonna kind of coattail on that. Right? Is that he was talking about they don't know what real breaking is and real b-boying and all that. Now it's our job to educate what that is. Right? Everybody and their mother, right? And this is kind of going to be a perfect segue into our event and why we're doing what we're doing, right? Everybody and their mother, and shout out to Cook because I know he's been doing a lot of stuff with the rock dance, organizing shit. He's doing the action, right?
That's right.
And this is what it's going to take, dude, because everybody has something to say, but and I'm not talking to y'all, but what are you doing to be the change of like, oh, yo, the scene needs to do this and the judges need to be, so make a jam. So if you're feeling like, oh, yo, the culture's getting watered down, there's no more raw shit, throw an underground jam.
Dude,
right?
Go jam with your homies, bro, at a practice.
Yeah, like a lot of people on like
for the winner.
Like a lot of people on OGs, for whatever reason, feel like, oh, people need to reach out to me. It's like, bro, move makers make moves, dude. That's just what
Everyone,
it is.
say that again. Can you please say that again? Everyone,
Move,
listen to what he just fucking said.
move makers make moves. If you,
Exactly.
Love that.
and
I'm
that's
gonna
all.
put that right here.
That's all 99% of the scene has is something to say. What what are you gonna do? Is what are you gonna do is the question. And I think it's really dope that it was
You can
just
talk a lot of shit. That's fine.
yeah. I think it's cool that we were just in the Olympics, but now it's over. Now what?
Exactly.
Now what are we gonna do with this spotlight, and how are we gonna leverage, right, to make something sustainable and bring this shit to the next level on whatever lane you want to go in? Now's the time to be taking action, dude. And that's
Love it.
my segue into what we're doing, the
Nice.
EBO,
There you
right?
go. Because you now see you doing it, bro. That's the love thing about breaking, bro. You got to jump in the cipher and actually do something.
Yeah, bro,
So
you
go
got
on.
to put
Exactly.
yourself out there.
Exactly.
So
Come
Mm-hmm.
on.
basically, what we're doing with the EBL is we're inviting eight of the top breakers to battle one-on-one and elimination style for 10 G's that we're putting the money up.
Ye-
Everything is, for the most part, coming out of our pocket, right?
from the business of breaking.
Right.
The
And
studio.
what we're doing is that this is a private event, that it's a guest list only. It's a free event. All you got to do is hit us up to get on the list. It's a free event, but we're putting it on for potential investors, like big money people here in Vegas,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because what the aim is to create an actual professional sport out of breaking, going off, riding off the
Right.
back of the Olympics and leveraging just that spotlight and
Mm-hmm.
trying to create the UFC or the NBA of breaking. You know
That's
what I
dope.
mean?
There you go.
That's the aim. We already have people talking shit and all that, but again, I'm gonna go back to what are y'all doing though?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? What
And
are you
yep.
and it comes to a point when you've been doing this so long, and I'm pretty sure you guys are the same way. You got a lot out of this dance, right? And this dance
Yeah.
helped you a lot. Now it's time to give back. Now it's time
Mm-hmm.
to contribute. What are you going to bring to the table? You know what I mean? Well,
Facts.
like all of us got 20, 25 plus years, probably even more, probably 30 years, something, right? I got
Mm-hmm.
I got 25.
Yep.
Well,
Hell
I
yeah.
technically
And
started
see,
in 98, but I don't even
and
count until
let me chime in real quick. The difference is we still break. Like we still break. Like we're not talking like, ooh, I used to break. No, motherfucker, we've been breaking
no,
for 30
yeah.
plus
All
years
of us
and
are
we
still
still break.
practitioners.
Today, motherfucker, battle me today. Or you, all
No,
of us.
right.
So there's a difference
No, and
between
that's still
talking.
yeah,
That's a
bro,
big,
don't get
that's the
it
difference.
twisted. And anybody that don't like what we're doing, yo, I'm around ciphers. I still
Yeah,
do
come
this.
see me.
Don't get it twisted. I still do
Come
this.
see me
People
breaking.
So you
people
can have something to
forget.
say, but
Yo, people
That's
forget that
crazy.
we
I'm
still
still a
break, bro.
practitioner. I'm from Battleborn Crew. You already
That's
know
it.
what it is.
No, and it's
You know what I
great.
mean?
So that's amazing. So everyone hit up Geom for a free ticket. So just come and support. It's free. It's gonna be at the Virgin Hotel. I'm there, bro. I
Yeah.
got some nice
The
friends coming,
venue's
so it's gonna be
sick,
good.
bro. And
I seen it. I seen you got little rings and stuff, or the really nice rings. So, bro, it's gonna be cracking. And dog,
yeah,
I'm working
no,
on some
it's
stuff. We're all gonna work together. But that's an amazing event. And like to piggyback on your point, and let you finish. Like it just goes to show, guys, you got to go out there, you got to do it, because even the most amazing idea you have, you're like, this is the most amazing, it's gonna work. You have to still actually put out in reality, and it could be terrible. Look at what happened in the Olympics, guys. The fucking Olympics. And look
right.
at the thing they're talking about, the little fuck up, little small fuck up instead of the whole beauty.
Yep.
So just
And
realize you guys got to go out there and try it, and then move forward. But go
Bro,
on,
you
you
gotta
can.
take
can't sit
advantage.
around and wait for an opportunity to
Yeah.
somebody to call you. You got to
Magical
make your
handout.
own opportunity, dude.
Yep.
You got to
And
create.
Please give me a
yep.
You got to
handout,
create
sir.
it.
Yo, and we got Victor here, so like we can get Victor to do signings and stuff like that. He won a bronze medal for breaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was great.
Like
Yo,
he's
Victor's doing
here.
our event. I don't know if y'all
That's
seen that.
what
Yeah,
that's
hell yeah,
dope. That's
that's
what I'm
it.
saying. You know, we
Olympic
got
champion,
Victor, you
baby.
know what I mean? Just like we know the guys that won the medals, you know what I mean? We
Hmm.
could definitely like do a lot of
No, it's good.
dope
That's gonna be a
stuff.
fantastic event, and like everyone support. So go. But yeah, bro, it's like The thing is, that's why I put on my post, bro. The Olympics are every 4 years. Breaking is daily. So we
No,
still
right.
got like, bro, like who cares? All these people, all these couch fucking quarterback, couch fucking writers that is on the internet talking
Couch
shit.
coaches, dude.
Couch
That's what
coaches,
I've been
bro. Fuck
calling
them.
them.
They're never gonna play the game. We got to be focused on the kids that are playing the game and make sure we keep elevating. So now, what this does too, another thing that this does, a positive, a net positive, is now if you break, you got to be super fucking dope because they're gonna all clown you against. Unfortunately, the girl's a meme, but hey, we love her. People are gonna be like kind of saying like, oh, it's the new cardboard, it's the new fucking we'll go get some shell toes bullshit. That's gonna elevate the battle where people are like, oh, let me show you how I break, and they're gonna fucking blow people away, bro. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? And then when we get to the battles, don't even the kids are gonna fucking be annihilating like where you it's gonna get to a high level is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Go
no.
ahead and finish your point.
Nah, so
Shout out EBL.
yeah, yo, if you guys haven't already, follow EBL, or you can follow EBL or Alchemy Breaking.
What's
Um,
the at right now? Because this is gonna go live on YouTube. So at what?
so what? Oh, it's
What's
at
the at?
Elite Breaking League.
At Elite, just like how it's spelled, right?
Yeah, Elite Breaking League, the EBL. And look, our whole thing is to tighten up all the things that we've been observing over the years, right?
Yeah,
Like all the holes in the game.
it's all trial and error.
Yeah, but like seeding, right?
Yeah,
And 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 everything we're doing is geared towards if we want breaking to get to the next
entertainment, bro.
level, huh?
Entertainment, baby.
No, yeah. So if we want breaking to get to the next level, we need fans. Straight up. We need fans that are not practitioners.
Yeah,
You
and
know
that's
what I mean?
happening.
Just
You know what they're called right now, bro? They're
what?
called parents.
No, exactly. Those are the first wave of fans. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we know
They're the
firsthand.
ones
We
paying.
got a
They're the
bunch
ones
of them.
paying that money, bro. That kid
Yeah.
ain't giving you no $10, bro. It's his motherfucking parent.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing with the EBL. Everything's geared towards it being fan friendly,
Yes.
educating, right? Why somebody won or lost. That's why we're using the hour system, the hour
Cool.
judging system. Because it's the most, in my opinion, it's the most digestible judging system for
Cool.
somebody that knows absolutely nothing about breaking to understand why
Yeah, you got
somebody
to keep
won
it
or
real
lost.
simple.
Yeah.
As simple as
And
possible.
even the Olympics, right? Like they had that criteria, but you didn't know like what like it might as well just been 1, 2, 3
Nobody
because you
knows. Nobody knows nothing, bro.
no right.
And you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm not even gonna say it publicly. I'm just gonna fucking do it. But hey, those judges. Shout out to Moy. And the judging wasn't that bad, but the fact that like it's a little skeptical. But
Yeah, but
that's
yo,
how we
the
can
thing
take.
is this. Yeah, yeah, but in terms of the Olympic judging, everybody had the same chance as those judges up there to get certified and all that. All the OGs, where were y'all at? Y'all got
Yeah,
something to say.
that's a lot of ego right there.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna call you, dude.
Yeah,
Like, put down your entitlement issue. Nobody's gonna call. You have to
for
be
sure.
proactive in this thing. These guys were proactive, bro. Like they were like begging people to get certified. And what
They put
happened?
in the work, bro.
Yeah, nobody did nothing. But then everybody
But
got, oh, well, how come Ken Swift and so and all these people weren't up there? You had the opportunity. You just felt like they should have reached out to you. And
yeah, that's
then
true. So that's probably like 80% true, right? But there are a few dope ass people that really tried and they didn't get it. So but the majority of like the OGs, I call that from back in the day. I call it I'm dope, pay me mentality. They're just
no,
like
yeah.
I'm dope, so you
But I
should pay me
mean,
more
I don't
money.
know all the ins and outs of that, but it seemed to me that they have to do a certain quota based
Yeah,
on country.
it's
You know
all
what I
and
mean?
like
Like
and
they can't just take all American judges
yeah,
because
and just kind of piggyback on the elite breaking league, right? Like, and this kind of putting it together. Hey, let them do what they're gonna do, guys. Like, good for them. Hey, great. It was a great show. Now you got EBL popping up. Support EBL. Let you guys do what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna happen. We want it to be successful. They're gonna learn how the ins and outs. You know what I mean? And move and keep moving forward, right?
right,
So like if you have an opinion and your opinion is an opinion, fuck it, keep it an opinion. But if you are a real motherfucker and you really want to see this grow, you got to put in the work. Throw a jam, have a practice, teach somebody.
Have
each
an
one teach
idea,
one.
dude.
Go to an event, buy a shirt, bro. When we sell shirts and merch, buy a shirt.
Bro,
You know,
shoot the shot.
share an Instagram post.
Yo, and I gotta hop off right now, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna end with this. Look, you miss 100% of the shots you never take. So when are you gonna shoot that? You know what I mean? So I'm saying Kobe, baby. Mamba mentality, Jordan shit. All right, Frick. Yo, good
All right,
talking to you.
great job.
Thanks for
We'll
having
talk
me
again.
on.
Peace out. We'll talk again, guys, because we're gonna keep doing this. Bye, plug. Peace. All right, guys. See, Geom is a real b-boy, right? A real entrepreneur, a real family man, a real father, real brother. This is my dude. Love that guy. Anyways, that was amazing, guys. So that was, let me see, what is it? 10:22. Who are the judges for EBL? I don't know, dude. It is. Come, fuck, Zanny. You need to move to Vegas, bro. Seriously. I'm gonna tell you right now, Zanny. When shit gets popping, I'm gonna move you out here to Vegas. I'm gonna be like, yo, Zanny, come to Vegas. Let me show you what the fuck's cracking. Because guys, Vegas is gonna be the sports hub of America. Period, guys. So, anyways, but that was great. So going into it. So who's watching? Who else is on here? What's up? Let me see. What up, guys? We got a couple other people. Hey, what up, guys? I'm looking at all your stuff now. Yo, Mr. Freeze, you want to get on live, bro? You can jump on right now. Here, I'm gonna say I'm gonna send it to two people. I'm gonna send it to Mr. Freeze and somebody else. So just give me a minute, guys. So let me show you some footage while I'm doing this. I'm gonna send these people because guys, let me reiterate this point, okay? Because this is a good point, guys. Okay, look at this. See this goofy shit right here, guys? That's Flashdance. Okay, that's Flashdance. So let me tell you why that's relevant to today. Flashdance was a movie, right? A corny movie about a dancer who was a stripper, basically, and became like a regular dancer, right? But they had a small breaking scene in that movie that sparked a whole fucking generation. No one even knew about fucking breaking until the fucking scene in Flashdance. And look at this goofy shit this person's doing, right? So you guys are all talking about the goofy, the girl's not that great. Okay, the people are gonna see that. So someone who's not looking at it objectively like a dumbass and be like, where's the goofy? Let me look at what's going on here. They're gonna see, wait a minute, what is she entering? A breaking contest in the Olympics? Let me watch more. Let me watch some more of this shit. Right? So they're gonna go on the internet and they're gonna go, oh, let me look for some breaking. Let me find out what's going on. And then they're gonna see this shit. Then they're probably gonna run into someone like this, right? And they're gonna be like, oh, a B girl Nika. Oh, she won the bronze medal. Wait a minute, she's from Lithuania. Let me look at this girl. Let me check this girl out.
Technique.
Oh,
Don't sweat the technique.
what the fuck? Oh.
Let's trace the hits and check the file. Let's see who bit the dissect the style. I flip the script so it can't get filed. At least not now, it'll take a while. I change the pace to complete the beat.
What the fuck? Okay, and that's what that kid's gonna do, guys. Right? And what do you think they're gonna do next? They're gonna be like, wait a minute, who is that person that girl was doing this dance against? I don't even know. Like, what the heck? Like, oh, okay. Oh, that's 671. Oh, that's B girl 671. Who's that? Oh, she breakdances? Let me look at what she can do.
So,
Okay, that's a bad video. But let's watch some breaking. Whoa. Is she a girl? What is this? Why are these people moving like this? Wow, I kind of like that song. Boom. Okay, guys, and that's how it happens. Okay, I'm gonna repost this and just show you. That's how it happens, guys. Someone's gonna see B girl Ray Gun, and then they're gonna start looking into B girls, and then they're gonna see B girl Nika, and then they're gonna see 671, and then they're gonna see Ami, and then they're gonna see the B-boys. And what do you think is gonna happen? A lot of them are gonna start breaking. So thanks, Ray Gun. And if you guys understand what I'm saying, it's gonna be a fun next couple of years, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. But let's leave it at let me show you some breaking while I message some OGs, guys. Some OGs in the house. What am I gonna leave it at? Let me see what I'm gonna leave you guys at. I'm gonna leave you with the champion. So 671, Nika, and B Girl, Ami. Let's leave you with B Girl Ami breaking right here, guys.
Tulio, my main thug nigga named Julio.
One second, all right?
I'm a nigga that'll slap you with the Tulio. Bitch nigga scared to death, act studio. Fuck that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way you shake it make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. Top list, just in the banging bitches and videos. Wind up with my freak like me up in the freak shows. If you with the shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot shit, got all you niggas in wet clothes. Style out my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you fucking with lyrical player pros. You don't wanna vibe like nigga really and truly, yo. My main thug nigga named Julio. I'm a nigga that'll slap you with the Tulio. Bitch nigga scared to death, act studio. Fuck that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way you shake it make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. Top list, just in the banging bitches and videos. Wind up with my freak like me up in the freak shows. If you with the shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot shit, got all you niggas in wet clothes. Style out my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you fucking with lyrical player pros. You don't wanna vibe like nigga really and truly, yo. My main thug nigga named Julio, he Ludio. I'm a nigga that'll slap you with the Tulio. Bitch nigga scared to death, act studio. Fuck that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way you shake it make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. Top list, just in the banging bitches and videos. Wind up with my freak like me up in the freak shows. If you with the shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot shit, got all you niggas in wet clothes. Style out my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you fucking with lyrical player pros. You don't wanna vibe like nigga really and truly, yo. My main thug nigga named Julio, he Ludio. I'm a nigga that'll slap you with the Tulio. Bitch nigga scared to death, act studio. Fuck that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way you shake it make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. Top list, just in the banging bitches and videos. Wind up with my freak like me up in the freak shows. If you with the shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot shit, got all you niggas in wet clothes. Style out my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you fucking with lyrical player pros. You don't wanna vibe like nigga really and truly, yo. My main thug nigga named Julio, he Ludio. I'm a nigga that'll slap you with the Tulio. Bitch nigga scared to death, act studio. Fuck that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way you
Girl,
shake it
Ami.
make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. Top list, just in the banging bitches and
Yo,
videos.
Ami,
Wind up with my
shit,
freak like
guys. All right, so this woman won the Olympic gold, guys. You know what I mean? B girls rule the world, guys. So we're gonna we'll wait to see if these guys jump on. Guys, it's coming. No, quick, come on, send you the link. I would really have to get an honor to have you on, bro. Yeah, we're gonna talk about podcast. Oh, can you guys hear me? Sorry, Mr. Green. Yo, dude, guys, B-girl Ami. She's gonna tour the country of Japan with a gold medal, guys. She's gonna go see, everyone thinks in the little short term. You guys think like little goldfish, right? We don't want you to think like goldfish. We want you to think like fucking masterminds, right? Really, really think about shit, right? Anyways, the few of you. Some of you guys can just watch and be entertained, dude. Fuck it. Just watch the show, guys. But Ami's gonna go around the country of Japan with a gold medal, bro. What do you think is gonna happen to the B girls in Japan, bro? Or like, what? Like, okay, this just came to me, right? Because it's the universe just talking to me, bro. What do you think's gonna happen to the B-boys, bro? They're gonna be like, what? Sugar Kicks didn't get a medal? Yo, fuck that. And they're gonna get so dope, bro. If you want to break in Japan, bro, it's gonna be on a whole nother level, dude. Like the B-boys are gonna be on some like it's just gonna get crazy. And the reason I know this, guys, is because I'm a practitioner, and we look at this. We are a skill-based culture. The number one currency in hip hop, guys. Let me tell you what the number one currency in hip hop is, guys. It's fucking skills. All right, guys, it's skills. That is the number one currency, has been, always will be, guys. Skills. If you can't come to the table with no skills, you can't. It's hard for you to contribute, right? You can't play the game. You're just a spectator, right? All right, so we got a special guest in the house, just an amazing person, guys. This is amazing that we have to have this. Good thing it's live on YouTube and going to be shared forever. But without further ado, the one, the only, Mr. Freeze.
I don't know if you're going to be so happy to have me on here after what I have to say. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding, nah. Hey, dude, it's all love, bro. It's all like, and like opinion. I don't think anything as bad as what is happening online to that young lady. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about the positive. So what's up, Mr. Freeze?
How are you, brother? I just came on. I saw ATN on there, and I have a big supporter of him and Battleborn and what they're doing.
And we'll talk about you with Ultimate Break. You had the Ultimate battle in
the Ultimate
Las Vegas
BBoy
as well.
Championship, yeah.
Ultimate BBoy Championship, and you did great work with that. And that we were talking about that earlier. No matter what you do, like whatever you try, it could be the best, biggest idea ever. And it might not work as like exactly how you think it is. Just like the Olympics. Like people are, can you believe people are clowning an Olympian?
Well,
like, anyways, we'll go on. So go on. So
let's go ahead. So I'm not sure if I heard correctly about the young lady that's being, bashed all over the internet, which I do feel for her, because that's I can't imagine what she's going through unless if she's not bothered by it and as delusional as she is about her being at the caliber of the Olympics and breaking. However,
it's just a lot. It's a lot going on. But like, if she capitalized on it, she'd be great. But first off, so people who may not know who you are, Freeze, can you just give a quick introduction of Mr. Freeze, who, guys, is a legend?
I don't know. I was a part of the Rocksteady crew. I was there in the early 70s before breaking got known in the mid 70s with us. And then in the Buffalo Gals video, the movie Flashdance, which, as you spoke before, it showed the whole entire world what breaking was. Was pretty much a part of everything that had to do with the building and uplifting of this dance and the culture by doing.
And like, do you find it, let me ask you, because this is a little bit, you know how like things just work out in a weird way where you're involved, but you're like technically not involved, that it's in France. Like the Olympics are in France, and you, in fact, are French, right?
Yeah, I was raised in Paris.
That's like that's kind of wild. Like, like you started all this, and it's in France. So what do you got to say on what's going on? Because your opinion.
Let me give you a little story. So 5 years ago, for the past 5 years, within that time frame, the Olympic Committee in Lucerne have flown myself and my family out there. Nice. I even have a video we secretly filmed, and they were pretty much picking my brain. What do you think? What should you do? What can we do? What do you think we shouldn't do? They asked questions. And we were speaking in French, and I told them that, you have the power to do something great. You're either going to put on some commercials of guys spinning on their heads, and everyone that doesn't know about breaking is going to look at it and say, oh, wow, look at those kids spinning on their heads. Or you could reach out to all the creators who are alive, the videographers, the photographers, the creative scratching, everybody that has some type of a connection to the birth of it, and you could do little clips and show it as the competition is going, so that the world could be like, oh, wow, that's how it started. That's very interesting. I didn't know this and that happened. So, but they obviously chose not to do it. I didn't get called myself, even though I was supposed to be a representative for them. And on top of that, even the French, you know, I have photos of me dancing 42 years ago in a place called La Fontaine des Innocents in Paris. So I am the first French b-boy.
Period.
Anyway, so the point is, I wasn't I mean, I was a little bothered, yes, but I was, you know, it didn't make or break me that I was a part of it or not.
And
And
who is Lucien? For the people that don't know,
Lucerne, Switzerland. It's in Switzerland. That's where the Olympics Museum is.
oh, got it. So that was the Olympic. That was the main connect.
I spoke directly with the president.
Right. Oh, is that to do with the glasses?
I don't remember. I'd have to look at the video. But there was a bunch of people.
Gotcha.
I was
the
by
Olympic
myself.
Club. That's not the WDSF. That's the WDSF is a different.
Yeah, I spoke with the head of the head, but I guess.
Right.
All right. Anyway, so just on the part where we were talking about the OGs are angry, they're this, they're that. Maybe there are some, but I'm gonna pinpoint myself, Ken Swift or Crazy Legs. So first, everybody needs to know that most of us do not want to sit there and judge. That shit is the biggest pain in the ass to do. So I'm speaking for myself.
And it's
Number
hard.
two, what people have to understand, the criteria to be a judge, you have to pay to be a part of it. You have to pay for your travels, your food, your hotel. You have to pay whatever city they would go in the United States for you to be able to choose somebody. You have to pay for everything.
Great point.
So there's some people that couldn't pay for it, and there's some people that could. As far as Kenny or Legs, I don't want to talk about the guys even before us because, yeah, some of them, the way they think is it's just, I don't know, it's, you know, we're all in a box. I used to be in my box, but I've opened up.
Well, I get it, especially people coming from a really fucked up situation, you know, like
yeah, they're just angry.
From the gutter. So go on.
So we were asked, just didn't want to be a part of it. You know, it's like somebody asked me to go to Russia once, and they said, "Hey, can you do it for the love?" And I'm like,
"Hell yeah, love.
Drop my life and do it." So
deposit the love.
We have a particular status in the culture. I can't say I do as much as a Kenny or Crazy Legs, but they have a particular status. And for anybody to ask somebody to do it for free for the love, whether it's the Olympics or not,
got to be your family member.
It just doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. Yeah. Shit, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
No, well, you're just saying it's for the love. You know, they're making you do it for the love. They had a lot of OGs come out and like they asked a lot of people, but like but that you brought up a fantastic point, and the point that like to be a part of the whole organization, you guys, you're not part of the Olympics. You're part of another organization, and that organization you have to pay yearly dues, all these different things that they have developed through their other style of dance, which is not breaking.
Right.
Yes. A whole different, and you know what? The disrespect makes me want to throw certain. I'm gonna start throwing ballroom battles because I'm fucking disrespecting. You did, but anyways, I'm gonna talk on that shit. But like Mr. Freeze was saying, you got to pay a good amount of money plus all your travel. So for you to
no idea, thousands.
So yeah, and like I see both sides. I see the multiple angles of it, why it's important and they need it. But then it's kind of like also it's kind of disrespectful. You're telling the person to do all this work for an art form that's ours, that you're just kind of borrowing, and you're telling us to do all this work for free. So that's kind of like, that doesn't make sense. But then I understand the finance, like you need to have some sort of support to cover the cost of the judging. So so speak on that. Like, so there's a lot of people that did it, and those guys, there's a lot of people that wouldn't do it. There's a lot of people that didn't want to do it, even though they could. And you know, so go ahead, keep speaking further on that, you know.
Well, first and foremost, I want to say, and I meant what I said on my little Instagram I posted, I'm so happy that it was in the Olympics. Yeah, because it's going to open so many doors. And, you know, I'm going to try to get back into my UBC and get some sponsorship to do it. Yeah.
Be awesome.
I'm supporting ATN. You know, honestly, I'd rather be a part of ATN's. What is the name of the league again?
Yeah,
I forgot.
elite breaking league. Because it
Yeah,
takes it takes a lot of work, dude. It ain't easy to do a
my
big
shit was
event.
a financial catastrophe, but it was
Oh,
too. It was
it was
ahead of
amazing
its
though.
time.
I have footage though. It was
It was
fucking
ahead of
amazing.
its time.
Totally.
Nonetheless, I've told them whatever I could do to help, be like a Joe Rogan or someone to speak on it. I am there to help for free. Please let me know
Because
because
that's real love right there.
I believe in what they're doing, and then you know it's a labor of love. Now, as
So
far as
speak
the
on the
Olympics,
Olympics. So, like, what do you think about the Olympics? Coming from
so
where you came from, doing what
I
you've done.
enjoyed the Olympics, watching it. I'm sure everyone had an amazing feeling going out there, being called. The problem is you know, there's other things that bother me a little more about the
Mm.
battle. I'm sorry, about the Olympics, not
So
just the battle.
speak,
I
speak on
feel
whatever you
that
want to speak on.
I feel that whoever the government body, whoever was in charge of letting people qualify or that qualified, they didn't do the dance justice because there was not. I'm not saying all of them, but there was not that high level, you know, b-boy charisma or technique like a BC One or
Interesting.
Silverback, for instance. It just wasn't. And I believe that it's the responsibility of the government body that has to dissect things. Now, the young lady from Australia, I understand she was being herself and she was being creative and she did, you know, and that's cool. But to allow her to be in and for her to, if she actually thinks this, to think that she was of an Olympic status is delusional. And we're only making her doing a disservice to her.
Yeah,
She has to
that's
know that she's not at that level. I'm sorry. She had no right to be in there, but it's not her fault.
yeah, no, it's
It's
true.
not her
That's
fault.
a great point. Yeah, she just
They
got
let her in.
they just like opened the door for her and she came in. So what's wrong with that? You know?
So here's the possibility. Maybe no one in Australia had the funds to be able to go to all these things. And from what I understand,
That's
she's a
most
doctor.
likely what it is. It's just I think it's immaturity in that whole organization in Australia that could have prevented all of this. You know, but yeah, you're right. But I think it's a lot of things. It's funds. It's the people involved. Didn't like triple check and be like, okay, no, because the girl did pretty good in the qualifiers. You know, she did pretty decent for
That's not
Australian standards,
pretty decent
but
is
not a.
not right. It's
There you
not
go.
good
Yeah,
enough.
exactly.
I'm
Like
sorry.
there's
I'm not
levels.
bashing her. It's the whole world is looking at her. They're not even looking at the greatness of the breaking event. So let's put her aside. I already
Yeah,
said
yeah,
what I
yeah,
had to say.
exactly. But
I
like, yeah,
already
but that could have prevented this whole thing. Like someone within the organization being like, hey, it's like letting a kid come in the battle, right? Like you could be like, why is this child, this 5-year-old, in this big battle? How did they get there? Not comparing Ray Gun with the 5-year-old guy, so don't fucking get it
yeah,
twisted.
no,
I'm
yeah.
just saying, like let's say somebody comes in who's a martial artist, comes into a basketball game and starts punching everybody. It's just like, hey, like they don't know what they're doing. This like we got
Yeah,
to
how do you
maybe
allow it?
it doesn't mean that they're not the best. They could be better, but at this point, why are you
So
letting this novice go against a professional?
yeah, so it's the fault of whoever was in charge, which is the Olympics. Again, I still think it was great that there was the Olympics. I'm not bashing that. I'm not bashing the judges, the judging system, or anything like that. I think it was all great. No one's
It
ever
just
going to
sucks.
agree on a judging system on the
Yeah,
judges. It doesn't matter.
yeah, for sure.
So the other point is, if you want to be upset, be more upset. But then again, I don't blame him. He's getting 500,000 a day plus expenses. Why was Snoop Dogg there representing
He's marketable.
sports?
He's
Do you know what
marketable.
I'm saying? And nothing
Yeah,
against him. I would have taken the money too if it was ballet and they told me
because
to go.
it's more now. It's becoming more entertainment than it is sport.
They clearly, the French, I almost wanted to go on the live and grab my French passport and renounce my French citizenship. I was very, very
They
upset.
just wanted the money. They
I
wanted the
was
money like
upset with the
everybody else.
opening. There's things with the boxing where they let a man fight a woman. It just was the whole Olympic thing is a
Wow.
mockery. However, for us as b-boys, I think it was a big win for the culture because I
Yeah.
truly believe by next year there's going to be a lot of people pushing to do UFC for b-boys. And remember, when you win a medal, And I forgot who. I think ATN might have spoke about it. You know, there was judo fighters, wrestlers, taekwondo, karate people in the Olympics back in the days before the UFC. There's nothing they could do with that medal but put it on their
Totally,
mantle. Okay, I won the Olympics,
totally.
but the UFC gave a plateau for those people to come out and really test themselves in worldwide competitions. And this is now opening the doors finally for the B-boys. The hope is that there's going to be a UFC for B-boys. I've constantly been trying to get a hold of it, Dana White, but it's not easy to do, even though I'm best friends with some of his best friends. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's just whoever gets to do the UFC for B-boys, I'm happy for them.
Well, like
I think
so
it's
this is
great.
this kind of what I'm seeing, right? From doing from events, you know, if for a very long time into like just seeing the culture. There's going to be a lot of different opportunities and organizations for because there's a lot of big egos in breaking. You know what I mean? So to start with your point, like how you met the Olympic person, he told you to get all the OGs. The fact is, it's not that you can't get all the OGs. It's just
I
like
told him
making
to
it.
get the OGs. He
Yeah, yeah,
didn't.
well, like, but in general, like getting them all together to agree is like one challenge. There's so many different challenges, you know what I mean? Like dealing with so many different egos in general and breaking, right? But for like the event side, you're gonna have it a big event in like BC1 already kind of got their thing going, right? So BC1 already exists like today.
Yes, but that's not gonna help the B-boys. That's
Right,
just
exactly. That's
one
gonna help
event for
Red
them.
Bull. That's gonna help Red Bull. Just
Yeah,
let's get it,
and
guys.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's all good. It's all like that's what one of my biggest
Hold on,
points
I'm
for
sorry.
everyone.
Can I interrupt you one
Sure.
second? To Red Bull's credit, they put on these massive events, and I can assure you that they're losing more money putting it on than making money. They really are doing it for the cultural exchange.
And at the end of the day, it's a marketing expense for them because
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
towards their real business, which is marketing and
Yeah,
selling energy drinks. That's their
yeah.
business. They're
Or
not
it's a
in the
tax
business to break
write-off,
them.
but they're not making money off of it. I can
Yeah, yeah.
assure you as well.
It's coming as a what's it called? An experience cost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we can get into that another time, guys. But speaking, no, you're right on that. And so I think there's gonna be a lot of different organizations. Like Japan will have its organization that's like top level because at the end of the day, Ami's gonna go around the country of Japan. So this is like the reality. Ami's gonna go around the country of Japan with a gold medal. So
Yep.
what do you think that's gonna do for the women and the B girls in Japan? And what do you think? Like this is on some skill level shit. What do you
Yeah.
think the B boys are gonna do when they're like, wait a minute, our guy didn't even win a gold medal, a silver? They're gonna go off. So if you go to Japan and you break, it's gonna be a whole new level because they have
Yeah.
the Olympic champion of it. So and then China will have its own organization. You might even get somebody on the East Coast that doesn't work with EBL, and that's another organization. And so like the way I'm looking at it on a bigger picture is kind of like pro wrestling was when it started. It was all these different organizations. Who is going to be the person or organization that comes in and becomes the WWF and organizes them all into a bigger platform? And will that even happen? I don't know. We're going to see.
Yeah, we don't know. All I know is I'm here to, if I can help anyone with any of their things, be a part of it.
Yeah, so
I'm
reach
here.
out to Mr. Freeze. He is here, guys, for you to ask, interview, talk to, learn
Yeah,
from.
good.
But go on.
Yeah, because I made a lot of mistakes in my life with, I did a lot of bashing online over the years. And, I only came to a couple of years ago and apologized to everyone and said to myself, why did I even do that? And I know why I did it. It
The
was a
B boy,
competitive thing. It was marketing.
that B
This
boy
is
shit.
my event. You guys are trying to monopolize with your different events, and what you say is wrong, what I say is right, because I was there from the beginning. It was just stupid. It was really stupid.
That,
It's
well,
very
that's beautiful
important we
that
all work together.
that's beautiful that you not just came to that realization, but just a mature one of our elders because we do love you, we respect you. What you did was just like when we talk about just the skill level at that time, what Rocksteady did to like to generate the world. So like Flashdance inspired a whole generation. Beat Street inspired a whole generation. Breaking inspired a whole generation. You Got Served inspired a whole generation. So kind of let's speak on this because I would love to hear your opinion on this. So the world is bashing, whatever they're bashing, right? But like let's just let's just make it like let's boil it down to something goofy, right? So the world saw something goofy, right? So similar to this picture, Flashdance wasn't about breaking, right?
No.
It was a
Right.
movie, it was just a pop culture movie about dance in general. But look what happened from that one scene. I'm gonna find it right now while you can speak on it. But the whole world saw some goofy stuff, but look what spawned off of that
Right.
goofiness. So that's the same thing that's gonna happen with this ray gun. I was speaking on this a little bit earlier. People are gonna look at it without a joking, mentality, and then start to look into it. And then as a young girl seeing that, and then finding Ami, finding Nika, finding 671, finding all these Olympian B girls and becoming inspired to become a B girl or a B boy, that's what's really gonna happen after this week, So
Right.
kind of speak on what when Flashdance happened, what is the change that you saw in the scene? And see if we can see any similarities in the future. Like, after Flashdance happened, obviously you were in the movie.
Okay. So remember, before Flashdance, there was the Buffalo Gals video by Malcolm McLaren. So there was hundreds of thousands of people around the world that did see breaking before.
Mm.
Of course, Flashdance
Yeah,
put it
speak
over
on
the
the
top.
history because you were there.
So let's put it now with Flashdance. With Flashdance, the shit went bananas worldwide. We were sitting there watching each other. The press was on us, and we were like ghetto superstars even before Flashdance. But when Flashdance happened, something clicked with particular people that felt, hey, we need to get these people to do tours, or whether you want to call it exploiting or using. Um, we were very lucky to be able to do a lot of things and travel the world as kids from the Bronx and Manhattan because of the movie. And remember, break-in was done in New York. Late 70s, it was done. The only people that were breaking still was Rocksteady Crew and the Floor Masters, who I'm still friends with them. They were breaking, so they got brought into the Negril battle. And then Michael Holman saw something in
And the
them.
Grill was the first club, right? Is that
That was the first
accurate?
club that brought the downtown scene.
Right.
So
And we're talking about this video, right? So this video
Buffalo
right
Gals video, yes.
And then, so basically, what year did this come out?
Shit, I'm not 81, I think.
81. Okay, and then Flashdance came out what, in 82?
82, I believe.
82. And so, okay, so now,
I'm not
now
sure the exact years. It's 82.
pre-80s, the beginning of the 80s. Yeah, it's all good. We can all reference it, guys.
Okay. So when that happened, we all started doing our things, and it just went crazy. I shifted away from the crew and was hired to do work with a gentleman named Jeff Kutash, who had a show in Vegas called Splash. Before that, Legs and the crew, they ended up doing something, when Beat Street happened. Oh, so excuse me, back to that. So there was nobody else breaking at that time, okay, except for the Floor Masters did a little bit, who became New York City Breakers. And there was also Dynamic Rockers, who was in the legendary battle against us at Lincoln Center. Now, thank God that they were there and they were the only ones breaking. Otherwise, we would have had no one to break against because it was done. And
Wow, so
it's
that's a
interesting.
piece of history. Like, people, like the two crews that battled at the Lincoln Center were like the last of the Mohicans at the time.
Yeah, and listen, it's Crazy Legs that said, yo, we need to get Floor Masters to come to the grill. We need to get this to happen in Beat Street. Yo, we need to get Dynamic Rockers. Crazy Legs is the one that actually put them on.
Interesting.
I'm not bashing them. I'm just saying, I'm giving you a historical fact.
Yeah, no, as we want to know.
Or we wouldn't be where we are now without these battles with Beat Street, or Rocksteady did what we did. But being a part of those battles, because they were in it, it helped us, eyes wise throughout the world to be like, oh wow, this is really interesting.
That was the first. And let me ask you a quick question. Intervene. So, have you seen the whole battle of the Lincoln Center battle? Because I want to see that whole battle. Like,
nobody has seen it.
No one's seen it, right? Who do you think has it, or who has?
I know who has it. We all know who has it. Martha Cooper's ex-husband has it. And he will not give it out.
Oh, got it. So he's being all stingy with it. I'll try to now that I know that, I'll negotiate it. I'll get it. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay,
I'll
good
figure it out.
luck.
Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, all right. So,
Oh, okay, I thought you were
all right.
serious.
So go
I'm
on.
like, you could do it.
I'm sort of serious because money changes a lot of things, right, Mr. Freeze? Like
Yeah, there was money
money
offered that you
when money
can't.
comes into it, but then also the right way. It's like not the way you give it; it's the way it's presented. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good luck.
Anyways, I know. Good luck with that one. Anyways, but go on. So the Lincoln Center battle. So how many b-boy crews? Okay, so you know when it died. You're saying in the late 70s it just died. So how many
It
crews?
was a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke. So before that, when it was popping, were there hundreds of crews? Were there like thousands of crews? Were there like 50 crews, 40 crews? You know?
But I'll give you. There was Seven Deadly Sins, Rocksteady Crew, Rockwell Association,
Yeah,
Rock
name
City
them all that you can
Rockers,
remember.
the Mexican Crew, the Bronx Boys Sure Shot, the Incredible Crew, the Crazy Commandos, I believe, Star Child of Rock. I mean,
And these were b-boy crews, or were these like hip hop
these,
crews where they had like
no,
everybody,
B-boy
like rap
crews,
artists, b-boys?
B-boy
It
crews.
was all b-boys, strictly b-boys. Like 90% of the crew was b-boys.
So understand, there's no hip hop crews in our.
Right. Oh yeah. You're right.
We were
Exactly.
neighborhoods, and it just so happened that people wanted to do particular crews. They weren't gangs, like people say, well, they were gangs, and we stopped killing people because we were breaking. I grew up in the Bronx. I've never experienced anything like that, nor have I ever seen the gang, motorcycle gangs, battling in circles. And I was there. I can assure
So
you,
that is
I
all
was
kind of
there.
like a made-up story,
I don't know if it's made up. I can't say
or
it's
it's
made
somebody
up
else's
because
story.
yeah, that's their life. If they saw it, cool. But we were all in the same places. So I don't know. Maybe when they're on their own, that's what happened. I don't know. So,
Wow, that's interesting. So keep going.
so, what happened was is that's when it started to take off a bit. Myself, I was doing different tours. Rocksteady was doing tours. New York City Breakers were doing tours. Dynamic Rockers. I don't know much of what they were doing, but I believe they were doing some things.
And this is after the blow up, after breaking, after
Yeah.
Beat Street.
Well, yeah, because otherwise nobody gave a shit.
Yeah.
Nobody cared. I mean, nobody. We were very lucky. We got to do a tour, the first hip hop tour of the world. We did it in Paris, and which I still have some of that memorabilia and signed by everyone. So we were the first ones to do a tour with graffiti, with Dondi and Futura 2000 spraying behind
So were
us.
they calling it hip hop at this time? So now
Yeah.
was it hip hop?
Yeah.
Hip hop, guys, is coming to France.
Let me show you something. I'll show you the actual.
Would you like to hear? Would you like to hear?
Instead of me talking, so that's the first tour right there.
Damn, guys, I'm gonna blow that up. Hold on, Mr. Freeze. Let me get it bigger. So, see that, guys?
That's the first hip hop tour. Phase 2, Dondi, Futura 2000, Rocksteady Crew, Fearless 4, DST. That was Ruza Blue, our manager. Shit, I can't see what the other things say. I'm sorry. But here's the dates.
Wow. Amazing, guys.
Okay.
That's history right there. We're never going to disclose your address, though.
Oh, I don't give a shit. And these are just,
Vegas.
I have a whole gallery of
hip hop archive. Would you like to hear a funny story about Radiotron that I just learned, like literally Friday?
No, because I don't care about Radiotron. I never cared
West
about
Coast.
it.
West Coast.
It
It
has
shouldn't have been
nothing to
called
do with our
Radiotron.
culture.
I know. It's the West Coast culture, Mr. Freeze. I'm gonna tell you, it's the West Coast. It's Carmelo, you know. So anyway, I got you.
I was there once. I mean, it's irrelevant to me.
That's that b-boy shit right there. See. Anyways, but go on. So all right. So so you had the tours, right? So the breaking blows up. You have the tours because there's you literally have been there from when it blew up multiple times. Like it blew up once and then it came back. All right. So let's fast forward to the 90s. When did you start seeing breaking coming back? Where you're like, wait a minute. I've seen more people break again because I'm sure you were in it. Like you kept in touch with most of the people that sort of break, like the small soldiers of like the 80s. But went into the 90s, or was it the late 80s, the early 90s? Did you start seeing like breaking, where you can be like, it's back, breaking's back?
You know what? I've never seen it back until the way it is the last 10 years, maybe.
Okay.
For me,
Gotcha,
this is just me.
Exactly. No, but your perspective matters, bro. Like you have such a much wider perspective than the average person. That's good to hear you talk.
So let me have you understand this. My perspective compared to Ken Swift's or Crazy Legs, they were always in it.
Mm.
I ended up getting into it, and I got into a show, and all I thought about was making a living with it because I had no education. I didn't do anything else. I pretty
You
much
were from the streets.
I just wanted minimal work, maximum pay, and it really subbed me in my life. And as the years went on, I started hating it because all I was doing was a show, a specialty act, and the
It takes the
repetition.
artistry out of it. It's just a job.
I can't tell you how it ripped the soul out of me.
No,
And
all the people. I
no,
call it the artist dilemma.
there you go. And it just killed it for me. So now the Ken Swift, Crazy Legs, other people, they were still doing things, but I don't believe they were doing anything on mass, things where you're making a fortune, but
No.
they still lived that lifestyle. I didn't.
Well, it's kind of like I think we all feel the same way in the sense as a b-boy. Like you have something that's worth so much that people value so little. But then when you put it in a certain like the Olympic, it's like wow, it's amazing. But like we all have that like man, and I'm sure you guys like you knew you had something special and amazing. So like when it's not like represented well, especially financially, like someone's like here's $100. It's kind of like a diss, and then over time you could get like that soul crushing like where it's no longer art, it's a job. Like that happens to musicians, that happens to dancers, where you just like I don't want to do this anymore, right? But then you still love it. It's a very like friction. I'm friction, right? The friction you get
Yeah.
on it. But go ahead and speak on that. So you basically took years off and then came back into what that was so you would say like 2010 2011 where you're like oh wow this is back, everything's coming back.
Well, yeah, back a little bit, I would go on auditions in the 80s and even the early 90s. And, the director's telling me to do a particular move that happened to have been mine or a move that I knew who made it up. And I would do it. And they're like, no, that's not the way you do it. I need to see it.
That's not the way you do it.
And I'm like in my head, and I would.
If they tell you that that's not the way to do it, I wish I could go back in time and slap him.
Oh, you don't know me. He got a verbal attack right away. What the fuck are you talking about? I made the move up. But I get into these heated
Listen
things.
here, Jeff.
But the problem is it made me look angry and bitter and
right.
So I got very excited in the 2000s, and I didn't even look to do it. But I had an opportunity from my friend Frankie. He has a company out here called True Nightlife in Vegas, and he let me put a night together called Slide Sundays.
Oh, and that was popping. I remember hearing about that when I was a little teenager.
Yeah, that was popping where I was making $30,000 a month. So yes, it was popping.
Cracking. Vegas, baby.
Yeah. So I decided, I'm like, Frankie, I want to do a b-boy contest. I want to call it the Ultimate B-Boy Championship, and I want to do it at the club. And he's like, do what you want. It's your night. So I put up the money myself. So once a month for 12 months, I decided I'm going to give a $1,000 prize, and the b-boys are going to, have to be high level. And at the end of the 12 months, then we're going to battle it out for $12,000 at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Before that happened, like on the 9th month, something happened where another company, AMG Music Group, came and took everything over, where I lost my account there. One day in 2013 or 14, I have a young man that calls me up. He says, listen, my boss wants to do a breaking competition, and he heard you did a thing, and he'd like to talk to you. I'm like, okay. So he happened to have had a CSI gallery or some type of an interaction thing downstairs at the MGM. So I met him, and he asked me about it, and I said, well, I have literature on it, that my fiance at the time, did all the research and wrote shit about it, and I gave it to him, and he's like, this is what I want. This is it. We have to do this. And it was a research on breakers from this year up till now, how many, and I'm like, okay, let's do it. So I didn't hear from him for about a week, and then I finally heard from him, and he said, this is what I want to do, and we're going to give around $86,000 in prizes and this and that. I was like, holy shit, that's incredible. The week or the 2 weeks I didn't hear from him, he was copywriting and trademarking the name Ultimate B-Boy Championship behind my back.
Wow.
I didn't know this, but it's okay. I'm glad I didn't, because now he's the one that got sued and not me. So
Backstory.
we ended up doing this massive event. Everybody was resistant. Every competition around the world was resistant against me, which is what got me angry. And I was like, "Fuck them! I'm taking over."
that may give you that fuck you. Fuck it, I'm
Well,
doing it
you
anyway.
know, I didn't like that. It was one competition, the winner goes to their other competition. It's all the same thing. You know,
Right.
I looked at it as promoters just trying to make their money and not care. But the reality is, all those promoters did care about the
And I
culture.
was there, Mr. Freeze. See, I got footage from my camera right here.
Oh, there you go.
I put
Well,
the peak on it.
you know, all those b-boy, those promoters, they really cared about the culture and they were doing a great thing. I just didn't realize that I had my mentality of a Bronx mentality where you trust nobody, and that's
Right,
just
right, right,
what it
right.
is.
It's not community. It's like, yo, that guy's after my shit,
Yeah,
or
or
trying to tear it, or
they
trying
don't
to
want to
tear it
let me
down.
in.
Yeah.
And it was my fault, and I probably could have made a lot of friends worldwide. I probably lost a lot of friends. Anyway, so we did the competition, and an interesting story. I remember telling the gentleman that I guess was putting up the money, "I'm doing this for a reason, and
Right.
I'll send you a video clip of a teaser video for a reality show that we were going to do on it."
Right.
I'm from
There's a bigger picture for this than just
Yeah, well,
battle.
the bigger picture that happened was I said, why don't we have the money live filmed from the cage, and security, you know, they wheel it out and they do this, and that, and then we get
Yeah.
the prize.
Make it
He's
a
like,
show.
oh, no, 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 no. So it's the end of the competition. Everyone's asking me about the money. I'm like, well, they're going to give you the money. I mean, this is you know, worldwide. They spent a lot of money. They're not going to not give you your money. Russians are calling me. I called the guy Eugene. I'm like, listen, how do they get their money? He's like, Mark, tell them they need to send you their name, their address, their ID number, because you can't just send $20,000 to Russia and this. I'm like, okay. So I'm the front man talking about this competition, and I get a phone call maybe a week and a half later, and he calls me, and I go, what's up, Eugene? He goes, Mark, I don't have the money to pay them. And I was like, what? He goes, I don't have them. I'm like, what do you mean you don't have the money to pay them? Are you crazy? I mean, I could get killed over this. Seriously, how do you not have the money? I saw your house. What, you take everyone to dinners at Korean barbecue? I mean, what the? He's like, I had a travel agent I knew, and they fronted the tickets. I got $130,000 of apparel that I thought was going to sell. You know, all these excuses he gave me. And when I hung up, I was, you know, I was upset. I was crying. And I'm
Crazy.
like, oh my God, everybody that I'm talking shit that this is this and we're going to do that. And he's like, he can't pay them. They're all going to come after me.
Yep.
So, a week later, he calls me 2 a.m. and he says, Mark, I got it. You got what? He goes, I got the money. I'm like, oh my God. So I guess he sold the company to another gentleman,
Mhm.
and that gentleman came up with some of the money. And I found out years later, the Russians made a comment online saying, we only got half our money, Mr. Freeze, but that's okay. And I'm like, what? So as big as this event was, presented itself, and
And guys, this event you're watching right here, presented by Mr. Freeze and you know, many other folks, but as far as the B-boys go, is not the Olympics. This was in 2010 in Las Vegas.
no, I think 2014.
Oh, it was 2014. Okay,
I
2014.
think I'm thinking.
Yeah. It was something like that. But amazing event, like visually. And it just goes to show, guys, that you could have the biggest, greatest, most amazing idea ever in the history of the world, and it still might not work as like you think it's going to work. So you got to
Yeah,
go out there and at least try, because I can tell you this, Mr. Freeze, from your experience from this, you can educate so many people on what not to do, you know, and then what you can do. Because I remember, dude, this event, I can tell you myself, they used every advertising vehicle for MGM for this event, and it's just the market. It was just way ahead of its time, basically.
yeah, it's
It's
too
way
bad.
like this was you're doing 2030 in 2014.
Yeah, I'm upset watching it because I'm like, I've
Yeah,
wasted.
I'm gonna take it
No,
out.
no, it's okay. It's okay. Leave it. Don't worry about it. It's all
Sure,
right.
but this, I'm telling
I'm
you,
a
Mr.
big
Reed,
boy. It's
this is amazing. It was a fucking fantastic event. And I understand what you're saying. And most people, the average person, will not understand the pressures that happen when you're financially responsible for big giant events, especially with bro. I remember when California lost this, they were yelling at the main guy because they lost. So like when you're the main person putting up all this money and then you're seeing a loss and then the guys are still talking shit to you, that kind of pisses you off too.
yeah.
You
I
know
mean,
what I mean?
I had no problems with anyone. I was very lucky. You know,
Right, right, right.
I'm proud that I put it on. I'm proud that I had Track Two, DST, Ken
So
Swift,
yeah,
Benji. You
Benji.
know, I had nothing but heavy hitters. I made sure that even the people that were working, the ashtrays that were the lighting people, that they had to have something to do with the culture. And I interviewed everyone. There was no just regular union worker. They were
Yeah.
union, but they had to have known something about the culture. I made sure everyone had a piece
Well,
in it where,
that's another piece that people don't even understand. Like, it's like another level when you get to events. Like people, when you deal with the unions, that's why New York has like little to no events, because when you do big events in New York, you have to use the union, and
oh
the
yeah,
union are triple cost. And then you tell the dude, put the light bulb up, he does it next Tuesday, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like
yeah,
you have no
yeah,
profit. Like you have to be a major company to do an event in New York. And people don't understand cork fees. They don't understand net 90. Like you tell these B-boys like, yo, the payments are in 30 days or 60 days. They're fucking going furious. Like I need to get paid today. Like,
right,
and so there's so many different little factors that one thing I think this Olympics thing did is it raised the bar for a
yes,
lot of things when it comes to
yes.
the skill level. It comes to the professionalism. So speak on that. So let's move forward. So that was an amazing event, dude. I'm giving you your flowers now, Mr. Freeze. We appreciate you in the B-boy community for everything you've done. I know there's problems, guys, but hey, go do a big event and then talk to us when you're done. But so moving forward, what are some of the things that you want to see speak it into existence into the future after this Olympic, fiasco and this big old rise from your experience from literally Flashdance to the 90s to working it as a lifestyle to really doing this to big events to mentoring to where you're at now? What are some of the things that you want to see? Um,
Well, right now for them, it is a bit of a long shot, but I hope to God that they're able to get sponsors and that maybe even a Dana White would be there so they could start a UFC for B-boys. That's Atien's league. I forgot the name. I'm sorry.
right.
What is it
The
called?
Breaking League.
The Breaking League. My apologies, guys, if you're watching.
No, it's all good.
I hope that they get it done. I hope that Stephen Graham from Silverback B-boy events, uh, I hope that he comes out and does something and with
And
networks or
shout
something.
out to Silverback.
You need, they have some great events and some high level b-boys. I rarely watch competitions because I'm bored out of my mind, but there's some killers there. So
Yeah, yeah.
he knows I mean, let's. A lot of people don't know this. He actually, from way back in the early '80s, he knew Mr. Wiggles.
Yeah, right. So
They used to
that's the
see each
story
other.
I
So
keep hearing.
yeah, so no,
He
it's
used
the
to
truth.
break. He used to do street shows, and now he's
Yeah, he
now
did. Yeah,
he's a billionaire.
yeah, and he was his family. I'm sure did well, and
They got a big
maybe he
company
was
over
a
there. Correct.
stray. He was one of the strays of the bunch, but he's super intelligent. He's a very nice man. He's fair. I hope to God that he does something
Yeah,
because
he's
it'll.
been doing a lot of work. Shout out to him, dude. I like that
Well,
guy.
he stopped
I
for a
never met him.
while, but I hope. Oh no, super nice man.
Yeah, something like I don't know. They got some some
That's what I hope happens.
interesting
There has to
characters.
be a UFC for b-boys, and they have
Right.
to
Was
use the
something.
right people.
So let me kind of put a new thought right into the existence, right? Because I feel you, Mr. Freeze. I feel you. Like the way I look at it is number one, right? The overall picture for b-boys who really and b-girls who want to make it to another level. We have to start our own companies to create our own customers, and we can sponsor and we can take care of the money ourselves. We don't
Mhm.
need another company to come in. We just need the right business people, like to build businesses, build
Well, there you
customers,
go. So that's what I
loyalty.
meant to
That's the
say.
highest level. No, yeah, I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But that's the highest level, guy. We need to get there. And then also we want to work with companies that already exist and work with them and move in a direction that works out for both of us, right? We don't want to just have companies come in and say, hey, do break dance and show this shoe. Hey, break dance and show this soup. hey, breakdances show this cereal. No, we create the events, we create the merchandise, the clothing, the products, all this stuff, and we build our own markets, just like baseball, just like basketball, just like mixed martial arts. We build our own markets, and like, who's to say like we might the UFC is great, right? The NBA is great, the NFL is great, the WDSF, that's great. All that stuff is fantastic. How about we create something that's ours, that's new? And it could be the biggest organization, cultural organization, bigger than soccer.
Sure.
That's what we could create.
There
But it's
you
gonna take a
go.
lot of work. But it's gonna take a lot of work, and we need to all. We can. You can agree. From what you're saying, I could totally say this, that we need to all work together. Like it needs to
Yeah,
be like
yeah,
a
that's for sure.
community thing. You
You
know.
know,
So what
what's
are some
his
other
name
things?
here? My boy, he's a good friend of mine now. NPR, do you know him?
Okay, no, I don't know who he is. What does
Art.
he do?
Well, he hosts a lot of events out here. He's always talking. He's
In Las
speaking at
Vegas, right?
events.
So
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze in Las Vegas, guys, not New York. So if you guys,
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you in New
in
York?
Las Vegas. No, I'm in Cali. I'm Cali. I'm in Cali.
Okay.
But people might think just because like you're Mr. Freeze from
Batman and
that
Robin?
New York, yeah, Batman and Robin. You are he is Batman on the nights. It's Vegas, everybody.
That's right.
But you're in Vegas, not New York. So go on. So your
Well,
friend,
you know,
MP?
this gentleman, you know, we met out here. He was hosting an event just like I used to host an event, and I love the way he spoke and his delivery. And you know, he brought me out. This was a ninja karaoke where they have an all dance style
Shout out
dance
to Steve,
competition.
Steve from Knuckleheads, who just told
Yeah,
me,
hell
right?
yeah.
He's really
He
putting in work, right?
he's amazing. What a great friend. I love him.
So you got the
Good
battle at the
man.
Ninja Karaoke.
So he's got the battle, and you know, the guy, I didn't know him. He introduced me. He's like, "Yo, we have a legend in the house," and you know, it makes
The
me very.
understatement,
I
bro.
really get uncomfortable.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Sometimes
I get
people
what you're
come up
saying,
to
but you
me
are a
in
legend,
different
bro.
parts of the world, and it does make me uncomfortable. Anyway, and it just showed me so much love. I'm like, "Thank you. That was really nice of you." He's like, "Listen, I got these things going. I think you should come down. People need to know you." I'm like, "Nah, nobody gives a shit, and it's embarrassing if I go up there and nobody knows about it." He's like, "No,
We care.
please,
We
you
care.
need to be a part of this community. People need to know." So he's pretty much, without pushing me, I go to every event I possibly can. I just did the event that I did a art gallery showing of my archives at Area 15, where they were showing the B-boy battle from the Olympics live.
Oh, was that
So
that? So that's what happened, because that I saw that was a crazy setup.
that
That
was
was like
dope.
a
So I
crazy
set
setup.
everything up, and then I went to someone
Wow.
else's event to speak at the event, and then I came back over there. You know, I did whatever I could to help people, and it's funny because I'm like, nobody gives a shit what I say, and they're all
We do,
so
no, we do, we
respectful.
do, we do. But that, you know what? I think that's coming from like a place of giving, like giving away, like you're dropping the b-boy ego and you're putting on the mentor ego. So
Right.
I can totally understand. I appreciate that, but I'm telling you right now, we want to hear what you have to say, and you're like, it's one thing when you come from a place of like, fuck you up, I break better, right? That's
Yeah,
someone we
that's
don't want to hear. We don't want to hear
yeah.
someone like that, right? We want to, but for someone like yourself who has so much knowledge, that's why I started Breakstreet, kind of, because when Frosty died, I actually thought at that time, like, oh my God, what happened to all his information and his knowledge and all that? Like, we
Right.
have so many important people in our community that we need to hear their story, so that we can hear everyone's story and get more information. So your voice matters. I'm telling you that right now. So,
Well,
but I
thank you.
appreciate your humbleness. You know what I mean?
Thank
So
you.
so you were doing all the work this weekend at the
Yeah, I did a
battle.
lot of stuff,
So
and I do my own event out here also that has to do. It's called the Run It Back Dance Party, and it has. As soon as you come in, there's a gallery of all artifacts of back in the days. You know, I
that's
always
amazing.
try to keep it in a particular viewing world, so when people come in, they're like, "Oh shit, this is different."
That's it. That's it.
One thing I don't like doing, and I shut them down quickly, and this has happened where you have some of the not OGs, but guys that came out in the 80s, and they'll be introduced as the pioneers of breaking or the this, the that. And I will give them a call and say, listen, man, they just called you the pioneer of this and the pioneer of that. You
There
need
was a
to
lot of that
correct
last
them.
week.
Well, they need to, yeah,
The pioneer in Tennessee.
I saw it on the Olympics thing. My point is,
you either correct them or you make a video after correcting
Right.
yourself, which will make you look great. And this has happened with a couple of friends of mine, and it got them a lot of people praising them. And then you got the guys that are, just because they're older and they know about breaking, they call themselves the OGs. I mean,
No,
it's
I'm gonna
very
call out
interesting.
Mr. Wave. I didn't want to call him out because he was the one representing breaking. Just kidding.
Well, Mr. Wave, actually, something like that did happen, and I did call him and call him out on it.
Bro,
And
you don't
he
even
was,
break, homie.
yes, he don't, but listen, he listened to me. He was pissed at first because even Legs did a video on it, but he listened to me and he called me back. He goes, you know what, Freeze? I'm glad that I calmed down and I listened to you. I'm gonna do a video saying that I'm sorry they said that and I didn't say anything during the interview. I am not a pioneer of breaking. There's a whole video. I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
He did a big thing, which
yeah.
was
That kind of. I saw. Actually, it's funny because I saw him at BBoy Summit, and
uh-huh.
I was gonna be like, go up to him and be like, "Hey, Mr. Wave, you don't even fucking break."
Well, that's
Like,
okay.
but I was like, that's rude. I never met him. I'm not gonna be. But like,
No, you could do
that's where
that.
the that's the B-boy side of it. Because we're at B-boy Summit. Like, I would call him out right then and there. But like, I'm adult enough to realize, hey guys, there's a time and a place, and you want to be respectful, especially like if you're in the breaking scene and you break and you go to an event and get called out, you can't get mad. That's just it is what
Yeah,
it is, right?
of course.
If you get smoked, it is what it is. You should have never stepped in that cipher. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Or if you
of
go out,
course.
that's that. But like as adults, like one thing that's new. So we'll kind of
Well,
move
he
into this.
apologized. Just so you know, he apologized. He
Oh,
said
cool,
he did a nice video. So me,
nice.
who's
Seems like a nice guy.
I don't forgive people. Hats off to him. He could have
Okay.
told me to go fuck myself too, and he didn't.
New York. We got to be more mature. So that brings us to a new point. One thing that's very important now. I'm seeing it a lot. We're gonna. I'm gonna talk with Cross. We're gonna do some very cool stuff. Freestyle session. To
Cross is
speak on this.
amazing. He
Yeah,
does
love
great
Cross.
things.
Shout out to Cross and Polo. But like there's a new. So okay. So for me, speaking on my experience, and I'll tell you a funny story about my Hollywood story in the industry, right? So so I'm from West Coast Rockers, California. That's my family. Like
Okay.
we've been doing it for a long time around the West Coast, right?
Oh, I know.
There
Of
was
course.
there was a point where there was an audition. I think it was for Get Shorty. You know that movie Get Shorty with
No.
John Travolta? It's just a movie so anyways, it was a big audition. And this is when all the B-boys moved to LA. Like everybody moved to LA. I think it was like in 2006, maybe 2005, right? And so in LA, pretty much Flow and Easy Rock were getting a lot of the work, like the industry
Right.
work, the headspin work, all that stuff, right? And then
Right.
Crumbs and Remind and everybody came in and started doing like industry work. And then there was like a wave of like a lot of b-boys, especially from Miami, Florida, started coming. Cloud came, Flips came. Flips actually started coming and started getting a lot of the work, right? So shout out to
Right.
Flips. And then Skill Methods came out. People came like Speedy came out, Moy came out. Tons of b-boys started coming out because there was just a lot of work in the industry for what now, as we look at it, especially with Crumbs is kind of explaining what's happening, is how like the hip hop artists kind of shunned the b-boys, and now the pop artists started, like the Justin Timberlakes, the Christina Aguilera, they started hiring a lot of the b-boys. So you just started
Right.
getting a lot more work, right?
Right.
Agencies started booking b-boys and all wire. So 2006, right? I was with an agency and I was like heavy into the battle scene. We're heavy in the culture, and I was like, started thinking like, hey, we should make some money off this. We were doing a bunch of shows, club shows, shit like that. So I go to this Get Shorty audition, right?
Okay.
And every b-boy and their mom was there, dude. It was like a battle. Like that's how like Cloud, Moy, Flowmaster, Easy Rock, Flips, like Beast, Abstract, like every Stilo, what's it called? Frankie Flav, Ronnie Ruin, like every fucking b-boy was fucking there. It was like a jam, right? And so we all do our auditions, right? And like everyone kills it. Like everyone's fucking killing it. I'm sitting there thinking like, bro, this is like everyone trying to get their hand in the cookie pot, and there's only one goddamn cookie.
Yeah, exactly.
And I saw Easy Rock go in there and fucking murder it, right? I was like, fucking Easy Rock's the man. But then I was like, wait a minute, Easy Rock's like, kind of my elder. I was like, dude, there's a personal stage. So shout out to all the b-boys there. Actually, all the b-boys that were there are still breaking, doing amazing shit, which is amazing. So love, we all are passionate about the shit. But for me personally, I was like, nah, this ain't for me. Like I don't want to pursue this because I kind of already knew what you like, kind of what you were saying. Where this, if I were to do this, go to these auditions and have these people tell me like
It's
this is
like you're
good, this is
begging
bad.
them. It's like you're
Yeah,
begging them for
I was
please
like,
choose me.
exactly. Well, I was like, I will smoke
Fuck
all
that.
of you on the judging panel. Plus, my content will be better. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I had that. So I was like, I can't do this. So I like literally that was like my last audition I ever did ever.
Good for you.
Like where I was just, and it's like it's not neither good nor bad. Just that was my experience, guys. And like what Mr. Freeze is saying, if you pursue this art form or any type of art, music, dance as a business, it gets to a point where you get burned out, so
Oh, for sure.
let's speak some inspiration into people. What are some things that you can so we'll talk about this and then we'll go to the Olympics, like who you saw that stood out, so we can talk
Okay.
about some positive. But
Okay.
what are some things as an artist, as someone in this in like with the artistic mind but also a business mind, what are some things that you can kind of tell people can bring you back to that inspiration? Like what did you do to kind of like was it movies, was it talking with people, what kind of can bring back that inspiration, make you feel better? It could be like, hey, you just go to a different country or something.
Well, it's something as simple as what we're doing right now. If people, whether it's somebody interviewing the interviewee, whether it's you hitting on a topic, or for instance, which I like to talk about and nobody does, the topic of like, how did you feel before you did that battle at Lincoln Center? I like to talk about how
Yeah, the substance.
it wasn't about just the dance. I mean, we would wake up in the morning, we check out our Pro-Keds, make sure they were clean. We'd go to Jew-Man's because we knew the new Latique shirt came out that matches the Pro-Keds. We would put on our graffiti pants to see how fresh we looked. We would meet up on 42nd Street to go to another place to get Kangos.
That's culture.
I mean,
That's hip hop
it
culture.
was a super exciting moments building up to before the battle.
Wow, that's
Going
great.
to Henry Chalfon's studio and seeing Dondi, who did some work. I mean, all the before things that happened before the battle is what was really incredible. And if an interviewer starts asking me who was better, I immediately check him. I'm like, that's not important who was better.
That's
What's
true.
the difference? We had a battle. Whoever won. Everybody's delusional on who thinks that they're better. There's always one guy that really knows the truth and one that's delusional. I would rather talk about what we did before the battle and what we did after the battle, when we went out and we met girls and then we had a cipher and we happened to met Africa Bambaataa for the first time. There's so many other variables that come into play that nobody talks about. They're always talking about who was better, who made this up. No, he didn't make that up. And it sucks.
Yeah, no, I think it's just that competitiveness in the art form, and I understand. I've been saying this for a long time. That breaking hip hop, it's not a sport. It's beyond a sport. It's a culture. The
Right.
fact that the battles that we see today are not hip hop culture. That's just one part of it. And so when people think that that's the whole culture, they're getting it twisted. That's just like when you put lights, judges, arenas, budgets, like you're saying, production, banners, sponsors. It's no longer hip hop culture. Technically, it's a business. It's just entertainment. And like one thing, that's really important for the future, because I go to a lot of events, I go to a lot of raves. A lot of the Insomniac is one of the biggest companies in the world. I work with Insomniac very closely, and they've created an experience for all of their events. And I'm
That's
talking their
important.
events like Electric Daisy Carnival, 500,000 people. Like this is high level production, the future of events, right? And the number one thing is it's to create an experience.
Absolutely.
So like you're saying, like when you had that little hip hop, or you had your event this weekend where you had the art and you had the the artifacts there, and then there was a screen. That's what we need to do for our new viewers, our new customers, which are the parents. So I wanted to bring this point up. So I was saying like my audition or whatever, we did that, right? So before the jams over here on the West Coast, in the 90s, when they started coming up, when West Coast Rockers, LA Breakers, California, Style Elements, all the skill methods started coming out here, Havoc Choreo started, the battle started happening at a high level. All the attendees were the competitor. So like literally it was we were always joking that it was like the only activity that the final battle had the least amount of people because everybody left. It's like every other sport, like everybody stays to the final, but like this is their leave. So it got to a point like where it was hot, it was sweaty. When I came back to the scene after my son, like after I was married and had a kid and stuff, like I started bringing my son to little events. As a parent, I was like, these events are terrible. They're hot. There's no food. There's nowhere to sit. They're just produced really, really bad, right? But when we were doing it, we didn't care because if we were watching the battle, we were stretching to get ready because we were up next. So it was a majority. Does that make sense? Where the audience is the competitor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does.
Happened.
Of course it does. Everything you're saying makes sense.
Yeah. So now, well, so I'll finish my point. Let's just talk.
Sure.
So now you have a bunch of parents coming. So now a lot of the people that are actually attending are not competing. So those people need to be catered to. There need to be seats. It needs to be. But then at the same time, all this at the same time, the revenue that comes in right now doesn't justify just to get enough seats for people. So that's another problem. You know what I mean? So, and that's kind of where we're at today.
So I agree 100% with you. After the UBC thing, I've learned that I needed to change it because it, as visually impressive it didn't give the aspect of a battle. Now, when people are battling now, which is why I don't like watching it, they're on a stage. It's showtime. Let's perform. Let's wow the crowd. Don't worry about the footwork, the transitions, the CCs. That doesn't matter because people want to see the big moves.
Right.
So when you put a B-boy, B-boy, B-girl on a stage to battle, that does not bring out the rage and the best out of them. So if you put in 4 B-boys, separate B-boys in the cypher, a smaller stage, more of an intimate circle, maybe where the circle is.
That's the key word, Mr. Freeze, intimate. Oh shit, he got cut off, guys. He probably got a phone call, but we're gonna bring him back right where. But he had some drims there. I think the powers that be are trying to stop us because we're dropping so many good points. I'm just kidding. But Mr. Freeze, just log back off, log back in, and you can come back in. But yeah, that's the key word, guys. Intimate, right? Can we make these battles so fucking amazing that people want to come back? And the answer is yes.
Engage in it because
Mr. Freeze,
the viewers need to feel what that rage of battling is.
Hey, Mr. Freeze,
so stop. That cipher, which is why I did my second UBC New York at the Henzo Gracie Academy. It was all fenced in. We had, I think, only 60 or 70 people there, but those 4 brothers, it was Moy.
Hold on, Mr. Freeze, let me cut.
Moy,
right,
Tata, Day-Day,
can you hear me, Mr.
Ben
Freeze?
Stacks.
Check.
Who else? What was 4 of them? I'm sorry, it was just 4, and that just brought everything out. They had to react to each other.
Can you hear me, Mr. Freeze? Hold on.
Hello?
Hold on. Check. Can you hear me?
Are you there?
Okay. Did you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Darn it. I lost the sound, guys. Lost sound. I lost sound. Hold on 1 second. I lost sound, guys. Terrible. The powers that be are trying to stop this feed. Hold on. Lost sound.
We're back.
Check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Okay, yeah, no. What's it called? So you basically cut off completely, like your sound and everything.
Oh shit.
Cut off when you and then you came back at like the rage of the battle. So can you start? Just basically start over. It's all good. But you're right. Intimate is the key. Like we can recreate that battle feeling, that emotion. Yes. In video where it comes off, where you watch it and it's amazing, and you're there and it's also amazing. So
I'm gonna send you a little clips of like the second UBC battle, so you see how, it was just everyone felt the rage and the battle thing.
We're selling energy,
and you could interject it in your videos if you want. The problem is that it's a show, and every event is a show, whether it's a gymnasium in a round circle. It just doesn't. I mean, freestyle session and I love, and also Silverback. It's not a big stage. It is a bit more secluded from everyone, so they feel like they're more in a battle, which is why I happen to like watching those battles, because it brings the best out of the B-boys.
Oh shit, my stream got that's what happened, bro. My stream got suspended. on YouTube.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Oh, so
That
what?
means I hope it didn't get straight. No, it's just off on YouTube. It's still on. It's
Oh,
still
okay.
on.
Okay.
It's still on Instagram. So
Okay.
it's probably because I was showing these with that video,
Got
that
you.
Malcolm O'Farrill video. Anyways, we'll go
Okay.
on. So intimacy.
The
Intimacy is the
intimacy
word.
is super important, because if those b-boys are feeling it and feeding off of each other and enraged and answering, like, remember the battle that was supposed to happen with Lilu and Benji when
Right. When that beef
Benji
was
called
going
him
on.
out? That
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
would have been fire, but it didn't happen.
For sure.
That would have been
Well, I
fire.
think I think that's what happens too with like even with fighters where like they don't like the world wants to see the best versus the best, right?
Yeah.
So I think one thing that I want to put out into the world is for all the b-boys and the b-girls is like, look, we should all just like, if you're the best, you should never be scared to battle because we respect each other. I believe that the future of this art, right? The future of these events, right? The event should be inspirational for not only the people competing, but for
Yes.
the judges, the host, the DJ, the audience, everyone involved should be so
Absolutely.
inspired after each one of our battles that it continues to elevate and elevate and elevate. And it's we create a culture and a you want to call it a sport, whatever. We create we create the battles that literally just inspire the world continually and never stop. It's not about a winner, a loser, who's best, who's whatever. It's just literally inspiring us to get better and better and better and better and better. And that's it. And that's all. And then if you have like oh no, I want to see a winner or a loser, well then just tune in. Feel free to tune in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
for the culture, it's inspirational. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well said.
Yeah. So all right. So we want to do that. So some people in the Olympics. Yeah. So I got cut off, but I'm back on. There's another issue dealing with the music rights. So the fact that DJ Flegg was able to get all those amazing songs into the Olympics, like bravo to them. So let's check out some of the people. And I'll look at their Instagram. Not anything that will copyright strike me. But who are some of the people that stood out to you in the Olympics? And we'll kind of look at their profile. Was there anybody that you were like, man, they're really dope? Or were you so busy
be
you
honest,
didn't see it?
I didn't want to see it. I was happy for it. I watched.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
No, I watched because
honest.
I've always said this. I don't even watch the BC ones, and I was invited in Paris last year, and I was there. And I actually sat on a couch and watched it from the TV. And after a while, I started walking around because it just doesn't excite me. Nothing against the events. It's
right.
Even Ronnie when he interviewed me, I'm just not excited. So I did watch 2 or 3 of them on YouTube, the final battle things. And, some of them, they're dope, but it just.
And it doesn't really translate. That's one of the things. There's so many issues in this freeze that need to be worked on. Like it's just ridiculous.
Get rid of a commentator while they're dancing.
Please.
I don't like that.
No commentators. I told Ronnie and David that, and Cross and everybody. I told them the same shit. We need to be focused on music. But
it has to figure out a way where something could appear on the screen, because you're taking out the key element. The breaking is the music is what makes us feel a certain way to project what the hell we're doing. And if you lower the music and you have someone talking about, wow, those transitions are magnificent. Oh, his musicality. Oh my God.
That was a perfect flare.
Nothing against the commentators. It just
no. Shout out to both.
Forget about that. The battle was boring to watch because it's not exciting, but to listen to voices on top of it, we don't have to make everything like every other sport is doing.
Right.
It to be
I think it's just NBC, like that they're used to it. They're gonna deal with what they think works.
Yeah, and that's cool.
Like one of the like that's the thing. All these things need to be worked on. But I think we both can agree we need to create the viewing experience from the television and the phone for the audience to watch battles. It needs to be almost, if not just as amazing as being there.
When I send you the clip of the UBC2, so it shows the battle, and then it shows me talking about each person. Right. And you'll notice that once I start talking, it takes away from what he's actually doing. Totally. Because we have to do a separate clip of me watching, but we also have the actual battle. And when the battle's happening, it's fire. But
Yeah,
as soon as I start talking,
terrible, right? I have an analogy. I wanted to do a funny video, and I'll probably still doing it. It's kind of like this, right? It's kind of like you're looking at an amazing piece of art. Like let's say the Mona Lisa, right? You're looking at it and you're trying to appreciate it, right? So my hand is my face looking at the Mona Lisa, right?
mhm.
And then you have someone going, "Hey, dude, what are you doing today? Are you gonna watch this Mona Lisa? Like, I hope it's really, really nice. Do you like it? Oh yeah, the colors right there. It's like that, right? Isn't that a good analogy?
Yeah,
Where
it
like you're
is.
trying to appreciate the art, and you have someone fucking speaking in your ear, like, shut up. But one thing that you can do is we need to have options, right? Because we have the internet now, guys. Like, we can give the viewer the option where they can either listen to the music, they can listen to an announcer, they can change the angle if they want. They can go from here to there. What they're doing with sports like NBA and stuff like that, it's gonna get the sports experience that's coming, guys, with the VR and all that. You're gonna literally almost be in the arena.
I
So
have a remedy to this, how to fix it.
yes,
I
go
mean,
ahead,
a
speak on it.
simple one. It's really simple.
You want to speak it out?
Talk before they go on and give a little history on each
Yeah.
one. Let the battle happen. And when it's over, then maybe show little clips of this and that, and they can commentate, but not during the battle. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
super annoying, and
And
it
Kid
takes
David,
away.
no, totally. And Kid David and Ronnie did a great job. All the announcers, they had a lot of announcers actually.
I didn't even know who was announcing that. I
Yeah,
didn't.
it was
Ronnie
Ronnie.
was there. That's
It was
like,
Ronnie.
go Ronnie.
Go Ronnie.
I
Love
like
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
But
I
yeah, and
love all
Kid
of
David.
them, but
But
I
we know,
don't
but
see the
yeah,
need
like
for
we agree.
commentating.
I think even Ronnie and David will agree. It's like probably better. Like one thing we're gonna do, I've been saying it. I think it is the last time I'll say it, Mr. Freeze, just with you. We're gonna sell music through battles. It's gonna be one way we sell music in the future.
Go.
But yeah,
And
I
they're
agree
all
with
trying to
you.
get catchphrases. I've noticed they use the word musicality a lot. Not just them, anyone musicality.
I know, right?
I mean,
That's
there's
just,
so many different ways of saying it that works better with our culture.
right.
Wow, he's a beat killer. Look at him following the rhythm. Look at how there's so many different things that I've noticed people are trying to mold themselves into this particular look. This is the way it is, and yes, we have to commentate. Wait, let's make sure we have the
Well,
headphones right.
one of the things too is we're speaking on it in other battle reports, and Miss Freeze, we do this. I do this battle report every week. You're welcome to jump on anytime, and if you want help making your own stream or podcast, we can talk offline.
Oh, I'm good. No, I'm good. Thank you. I'm
But
just
you
happy
can always
to
jump
jump
on. You're always a welcome guest. So but like we were talking about this on the other like some other podcasts where just that's kind of like the way kids are seeing it now. So a lot of kids are going to think that that's the way like the battles are, and that's fine. Like anything that brings someone into the culture, whether it's good or bad, it's just. But all these things need to be worked on, like the commentating, the floors, the seating, even from the drinks and the like. That's another vision I would like. I would love for breaking the art form of the battles to be the most healthiest sport or activity ever. So actually, when people go there, they want to be healthier. So it's not like all the other sports where you're eating popcorn and soda. And hey, if Pepsi wants to come and sponsor, if we can get a great big sponsor like Kellogg's or something, hey, great, we'll work with you guys. But you understand what I'm saying? Where people actually watch battles as an activity and they want to become healthier.
They're pretty close to doing things. They just have to reevaluate the look of it. The Olympic thing or BC1 has a great stage. If they brought all the seats that go up like this closer together, it would do a more intimate setting.
Exactly. So imagine this, Mr. Freeze.
But it's ticket sales. I understand.
It's ticket sales. So imagine this, right? What if we can get to the point, right, where we have billions of viewers online, right? Yet if you actually go to the battle, the actual physical event, those tickets are 10, 20, 30, $40,000 because the event is so unbelievable.
Yeah, makes
and
sense.
We can get,
I don't know about that expensive, but yeah,
we can get there, guys.
Too.
How much are the NFL? How much is the NFL ticket Super Bowl? I checked this year. You know how much the cheapest ticket for Super Bowl was?
Yeah, I think it was $7,000.
$7,000, cheapest ticket. You're gonna spend 20 grand.
I don't watch sports. I watch MMA and jiu-jitsu.
Just to watch somebody throw a ball and catch a ball and kick a ball. 20 grand.
And hold each other to take each other down.
That's it. So, what do you think we can do when we're showing people the most advanced art form in the history of the planet? We can sell tickets like crazy.
Yeah, this is a work in progress. We all have the ability to do it, just like ATN said. Make moves, do it yourself.
Make moves, exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
and throwing a little practice. Like if you guys like, if let's say you're in a remote area of the world, right? Or like you know, because you got some kids in Africa straight up practicing in the dirt with
Yeah, I
UFC
know.
battling. Like,
That's
so
crazy.
it's crazy. It's crazy. So this culture is hitting worlds like beyond, like the fire spread of breaking right now is so unbelievable right now. It's great, guys. Just if you're thinking about the meme, you're looking at the wrong thing. You need to look at the bigger picture. Who is this? Who is that bringing into the culture? You know,
Can I say one more thing? I'm
yeah,
sorry, so we don't get into another topic. When I was promoting and for the UBC2 at the Henzo Gracie place, what I did was during the full month, I chose people that I felt were the best in the world.
right.
So what I would do is I would take two people. I'm sorry, what was it at first? I'm sorry, no,
The best people.
I took five people and I let everyone choose, and then I rounded them down to the last two. So every month, people were being chosen. However, there was two people for every month. However, nobody was going to know, not even the competitors, who was going to be the final 12 to battle.
That's super cool. And that was the UBC.
That was the UBC. Nobody would know who's battling who's even in whether they're going to come or they're not going to come in a competition, because the prior months we already saw who people picked.
Oh,
but the great thing is you didn't know who you were going to battle.
That's awesome.
That shit is exciting.
No, it is exciting. And little things like that, little details and changes, it's fantastic. Like, so we can see how people react to it, what they like, what they don't like, and then tweak it. So like you know, the couple things I've been speaking on, I don't want to speak too much because I'm working on some projects, and
Okay,
it's like I don't want to let it out there. But like even the name of the judges, we're gonna change. They shouldn't be called judges because they're not judges. They're just critiquing, right?
Gotcha.
So they're technically not even freaking, you know. So
I think that's a
people,
great idea.
yeah, like they're critiquing. They're the battle eyes. They're the eyes of the battle, right? So but like all these things, the way things are judged, like who's to say that we don't have just a people's choice champion? Like we don't have to go the route of UFC or WWE or sports. We can do our own thing. We can be as original as possible. And so who's to say that somebody doesn't do an online battle in their own community and just have people vote who they think the winner is, and whoever gets the most votes wins? Like, and they're the champion of wherever. Like there's all these different things we can do to try and see what happens, you know?
It's great that you said that, because I have a flyer I had made and I didn't get to do my UBC one that I wanted. I would choose 5 people from the event that would judge. They wouldn't even know they're going to be picked. I would have 2 OGs watching from the internet, and then I would have the rest of the world that would give the other 25% of the vote of who they felt won, so that
that's fantastic.
nobody would, I'll send you the flyer so you could look at these little things.
And you redo that, redo it. Like who's to say, like I was thinking that too. I was like, you know, we can, because all, like, I've been
the
telling
crowds
people,
is what said who won.
Yeah,
in my era,
who won.
That's what it was.
Like we could do whatever we want. Like all these games, all these sports, it's all made up, dude. Why is the football 100 yards? Why, if they kick it through these things, it's 6 points, not 7 points? Why is it?
Right, I understand.
All these things are all made up. So we have the power right now to kind of create different avenues. And at the end of the day, we all find out what works and what doesn't work. You know,
and we do.
That's
the harsh reality is that as much as I don't like prelims and finals and semifinals and letting everyone have an opportunity to compete, you got to have that, because the corporates, you know, the money people that are involved, they want to get all those bodies in, you know. So
but there's a way like,
we got to figure it out.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff. I figure a lot of shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Good,
so,
good.
Well, we're gonna show and prove when the time is right. You know, but like, you get what you're saying. Like that's another issue that is recent. Having all these prelims where the prelims are like 4 hours is just, it's like,
and they see each other's moves on top of it, which is crazy.
It's that's another running rate. But then you need all those competitors, because if you don't, like, you know what I mean? Like that, it's just so many different problems. So this was a great podcast. We're gonna kind of wrap it up, Mr. Free. So one of the things, like, we're gonna have you on again. So we'll talk offline to get you another a time slot so we can talk like some more deeply what's going on, because we're gonna have there's gonna be a big boom of what's happening now. and then we're gonna see what happens in a couple weeks, you know. So, but speaking on, I asked this question to a lot of the interviewers or people I interview on Break Street. Like, okay, it's 20 years, right? So this is a question for you. It's 20 years from now, right? We're in the year 2042, right?
Okay.
LA 2028 happened, it didn't happen. Paris 32 or Brisbane 2032 happened, it didn't happen. What is something you want to say to a dancer who's coming into the scene, right? Into the b-boy community, the hip hop community in general, and also what do you want to say to someone that's been doing it for a long time? What some inspirational words you can tell them from your experience?
Well, as I spoke yesterday at one of the events, they were kids. I said, make sure you get into this to have a great time and to battle and to learn. Don't get sidetracked by trying to use it to make money. Stay pure and just enjoy yourself. Otherwise, you're going to lose that feeling to compete and to create.
That's great.
As
And
for the
so,
old schoolers, what was your question about the older
like,
guys?
what do you like someone that's been doing it for a while? They may not be inspired. So this kind of pushes like, hey, you're young, do it for the love. Now you've been doing it for the love for a long time. What's some inspirational words you could say, hey, to kind of keep you moving forward and just keep you
Get
inspired and in love with it?
get involved and help everybody. Anything they need, any type of help or information, or even if you weren't of the older school that can give those history lessons, then reach out to those old school guys for them, because you're a little older than the ones that are asking you. Do whatever you can to help everyone.
Yeah, like that gave me a good idea. Like Lexi's saying, let's say you're not the OG in the city, but hey, you got a good job, you got some good income. Throw a little jam, sponsor a little jam, bring out a person like that you're like you respect, and be like, hey, I could pay you $500. I'm not a b-boy, but my son loves to break, and like, hey, I want to bring you out. Can you do a workshop in our city? We're
Well,
in
look at
like
Flowmaster. He's of a newer generation, not the newest. But if Flow doesn't know a particular answer, he'll go ahead and talk to his master, which is Ken Swift.
right.
You know what I mean? Do it this way so all the information could be streamed correctly and there's no bumps in the road with bullshit. And
Yeah,
this way you become a part of the community and you help everyone in that way.
yeah. Each one teach one is like the phrase we love to say. But you're right. Yeah, just contribute. Get with the older, somebody who just respect. And that's another thing with Break Street. I want to give everyone's opinion. It's not just my opinion, not just your opinion. We have a lot of the people that are respectable in the industry or in our culture, so that they all have their voice, and then people
Yeah.
can watch it and make their own decision.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
okay, like this guy, like this guy. Okay, so
Except for I'm right. That's all that matters.
like the
I'm
one
just
I used to
kidding.
do when I was hosting battles and paying a lot of these guys was I'm dope, pay me. That was like the mentality. Like, I'm dope, pay me. Like they would equate time with value, right?
Right.
Which in different industries is great, but if you've been breaking for 20 years, that doesn't mean you deserve X amount of dollars,
Of
right?
course,
You
of
can
course.
get a kid. So guys, if you want to talk into the business, right? Business is just about creating customers. You just create customers and you maintain them, right? So that's all business is customers,
Right.
right? Nonprofit, for profit, you're dealing with the customer, period, right? So
There you
if the
go.
customers are willing to pay way more money for this person, they're more valuable. I'm sorry. That's just the
Absolutely.
way it is. Like,
Yeah.
if
And
you've
you
been
have to stay
breaking,
relevant.
totally. Like, if you've been breaking for 20, 30 years, right? But you can't sell tickets, I'm sorry, guys. The guy who's been breaking and the girl who's been breaking, who sells the most tickets, sells the most merch, brings the most eyeballs, that is the one that's going to get paid money,
Absolutely.
right? You might get paid in respect. We respect you. We respect everyone. We respect Raygun. We respect Mr. Freeze. We respect all our B girls all day, every day. New, young, been breaking for. We respect everybody in this. But when it comes to value, if you want to make money, you need to sell tickets, merch, and it's a business. It's no longer a culture. It's just business, straight
That's
up
right.
business. So if like Mr. Freeze is saying, if you're going into this art form as a love and you've been doing it and you want to go into a business, just know that's a different road. It's not the passionate it's you got to do whatever the customer says, whether that's a company, a brand, a show in a local dance show in the community, a salsa company wants you to break dance. If they wanted you to do head spins and you want to do footwork, that's their choice. They're the paying customer,
Right.
guys. So
Right.
understand
That's
that,
right.
right? So last thing if someone, because this could help a lot of people, Mr. Freeze, I believe. If you come in, you have such a great perspective on this. So let someone says someone's like really mad at the Olympics and they're uninspired and they're looking at it from like the cup is half empty type of mentality, like, oh man, this is whack for hip hop. What are some of the things that you can say has inspired you, and then we can inspire people to be like, hey, look on the bright side. Let's move forward in a positive direction.
Well, I'm pretty direct. For those that have that view, there's nothing you could tell them, just like someone that's delusional on being the best in the world when they're clearly
True.
not. So what I tell them is go throw your jam in a basement and, do the real, do what you
See how it
feel
turns
is
out.
real hip hop. And I'm not saying it in a derogatory way, like go in your basement. I mean, because that's
You're not
what
telling
the
them
real,
this.
that's
You're
what it
telling them to
is.
try
Because
it.
that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it
yeah.
is. In
Right.
my era, it was in an abandoned building in a basement, and the shit with fluorescent lights, and it was a little circle. Just go ahead and stay with that. If you don't like, if you want to roll with the Olympics, then cool, roll with the Olympics. I mean, the shit was on a major stage where trillions of people watched it. Shit,
Yeah, totally. No, it's exactly
that's
right.
it.
And like you could you back to the to what we're talking about as far as when you throw something and you think it's the greatest idea ever. If you're Mr. Hip Hop, I'm dope, pay me, I'm gonna be the realest dude ever. Put your money where your mouth is and do an event that you think is the dopest event ever. Talk to us after and see how it is, because I can tell you from experience that even if you think it's amazing, you still have, it could turn out better than you thought. It could turn out way worse than you
Right.
thought, or it could be normal. And it's usually in the latter, right? But if you're so like this is the way it needs to be, and you don't want to do an event, you don't want to share your ideas, you don't do anything, you just yap, forget about it. Just stay,
Yeah.
just stay as a spectator, baby. You
Crazy
just watch
Legs
it.
said something very interesting, and it's on the lines of what ATN said. And you said, there was the whole 50th anniversary. We all saw it on TV where Homeboy was rapping, and then we heard ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. So in my eyes, in the culture of hip hop, Rocksteady should have came to redo that scene of Flashdance, but instead they did Flash and the beatbox. That's cool. So Legs is like, I wasn't with the way they represented 50 years of hip hop. This is why I now am throwing a Porter Rocksteady right here in New York, and it's going to be in New Jersey. And he rented out a whole stadium, and it's going to be straight up the four elements of hip hop. There will be graffiti artists, there will be MCs, there will be DJs, there will be breakers. It will not just be a like most recording artists call themselves hip hop. They're just recording artists that rap on a beat. They really had nothing to do with the culture other than writing a rhyme to make money on the beat.
Right, right. Yeah,
So
I have
he's thrown his own shit.
yeah, I have my own perspective on legs, so I'm gonna keep it all positive. I got my own perspective. But hey, we're
We're
gonna keep it
just talking
positive.
about
And shout
that. We're
out to
not talking
shout out to
about
his event. But like again, people that are trying to contribute, we want to support them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And like we all know. So this well, I'm gonna leave with this last point, and then I'll let you get some last words, Mr. Freeze. Is from this point on, guys, in hip hop, this breaking stuff, we're on our own. We control the destination, the
Yeah.
direction. We do it ourselves. We ain't waiting for no handouts. This time around, we control the business and we produce. We are the dreamers of the dreams and we create what we want to create. If you just have an opinion, you can watch. Because now we have an audience, guys. We have a millions and millions of children that just watch breaking, and those kids are going to want to see more dope breaking. So we're going to show them dope events. We're going to get them healthy. We're going to get them strong. We're going to show them the dope B girls, the dope B boys, and from now the direction we go the way we want to go. We ain't waiting for no fucking company to come tell us what to do. That's the direction we're going. So if you want to go with that, follow Breakstreet, share, and like that's my mentality, Mr. Freeze. And I like to thank you personally for me and our crew for kind of laying the foundation of all this. Because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't even get to this position. We wouldn't even have this opportunity. So I want to thank you directly
Thank you.
from Breakstreet. So so what are some last words you want to?
I couldn't have said it better myself. You got it all in a nutshell.
Thank you. We got
I agree with you.
Look in the background. We got to get away from
I know.
it.
I see. That's okay.
They're just everywhere. They're everywhere.
I want to come in and grab some of that when you're not looking.
Hey, dude, yeah, I'll take some drinks. But all right, Mr. Freeze, thank you so much.
All
This
right,
is a
nice talking
legendary
to you, brother.
interview. So we'll talk offline. I'll send another day. We can, jump on the battle report and see.
And I'll send you some stuff.
Yeah, send me all the stuff, and then we can you know, build it, because people need to hear the backstories and stuff. But
Well, whatever I spoke to you about, I'll send you the photos and videos. So if you want to break it up, at least as I'm speaking, you could show what I was talking
oh,
about.
totally, that'd be awesome.
It's better for you.
And we need more just backstory of things that are going on. It can't just be battle, clip, battle. We need some
Exactly.
people.
There's so much more to it. My goodness.
Totally.
All right,
man.
brother. Thank you
Peace
for
out,
having me
everybody.
on.
Thank you, Mr. Freeze. We love you. And guys, peace
Love you
out.
back.
Go
Thank you.
break. Go practice. Go inspire. Go buy someone's shirt. We love you all. Peace.